sorry.
Nah, who are you out to kill, bro? You can't kill, but you can't kill niggas when we got this kind of sonics in our like ears.
Nah, that's what it's supposed to be in.
You can't kill, bro.
My bad.
We fake for this, by the way.
How? This is hard.
We are dumb.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Fake, bro.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh.
I hate myself.
I like it a lot.
I hate myself, bro.
It caught me off guard.
Definitely put out a new record.
But how did we start here?
You know, judge yourself. I don't know.
Devvon Terrell. What the fuck are we doing on this podcast?
What's the
Fucking
point?
introduction. Yo, Alex, I love you. Reggie, I love you, but y'all not here right now. Devvon Terrell, my nigga. What are we doing, bro?
Reggie put us on to the song, right?
I texted it and nobody responded.
I was slightly. No, I listened. Can I tell you? I listened. And I was like,
no, Dev
yo,
responded.
this is fire.
She did.
But then I
responded.
didn't realize I didn't hit you back. But I was like, oh, this
No,
is
you
fire.
did. He was the only one that hit me back.
I hit you back late though. I hit you back like
Yo,
hours
fam.
later.
I was trying to bond with my
You were.
Neo fans.
I don't
but-
know,
Yo.
man. I don't know if your Neo love still been the same, dude.
Need to know podcast. We're gonna start right here.
Need to know.
SaVon, yeah, just pull you through the camera. Myself, SaVon, Devvon Terrell. Alex, he's
Yo.
yeah, he cool.
You hating to start?
No, I'm not
What is
hating,
going-
bro. I'm
what
trying to
is going on
save
right
you. I'm trying to save you from the bullshit, bro.
Save.
Yo, we are fake. Me and Devvon Terrell bonded and connected through this man's penmanship.
I had no idea this song came out. That shit
Like-
dropped. I was like,
How didn't we talk about the song?
Yeah.
We didn't highlight that he was dropping.
Yeah.
Like
Video's
normally we
nice.
have these videos, we have
He's
these
back.
conversations, we
Right,
have
right.
music. Like, yo, Need to Know podcast. I'm sorry, I lied to y'all. I am Music Man. Like when this nigga drops, I'm Music Man.
Nah, but
again.
you ain't been Music Man, Duke. I was surprised. You know, it wasn't no shrieking in the top of your lungs. Wasn't no group text saying that we should be listening to this.
I
mean, you
know,
know what's
right?
crazy? Before the release of this record, here comes SaVon texting my phone.
Yeah.
Yo, bro. You know those music lists you be doing? Yeah, I need Neo front and center when he drop.
that's
he
a
about to
nasty,
drop.
And
that's a
now-
nasty
Alex
request.
That
Yo,
nigga was
you-
hitting me before the release.
I
You
did,
tried
I
to get him
did
to do
that.
payola for the
I was like, yo, I
doing
need placement.
payola for the out now list.
I need a place for the out now. And it's not
You
even
needed
my
to pay-
fault.
Yo, a lot of niggas, you got a lot of people that really watch those lists that you put up, man.
No, yeah.
Listen,
I'm
He's
sick of
just
niggas
I'm
talking
sure
to
he
me about it.
knows.
Listen,
I'm sick
Devvon.
of niggas coming to me about it.
Devvon, I was just telling
Good
SaVon
job.
about this, and I'm letting niggas rock. Shout out to y'all that do it. I do because I want everybody to see it. But
You
they don't
branded
tell me
yourself.
that they do. But it's love.
Oh, that's hate. Come on.
love.
You branded yourself really well. I've been meaning to tell you
Thank
that.
you, brother.
I'm gonna
I'm
give you
trying.
flowers that you branded yourself with that. Like that is your persona, and that is you've created that.
Thank you. People been coming to you.
Yeah.
Damn, it's
I
lit, it's lit,
posted it
man.
on my story. I sent you the screenshot. My friends replied
I'm
like,
gonna
"Oh,
post it.
I like look for this list on his Twitter." Like,
Yeah.
That's
Like,
amazing.
they look
Shout out
forward
to
to it.
y'all.
Yeah. Keep going.
I will not.
You
stop.
literally have something that you just have to keep going.
I have to keep going.
That's
Thank
it.
you. I just
And
want
I
to
put it
thank
on the
you,
list,
bro.
and I put it on the first
I want to
list.
thank you
Oh, you
because
did?
you put it on
I
like
put-
front stage.
You pay payola.
I
Wherever
will
Neo
pay if I fuck with you. If you changed my life. If you've gotten me through like traumatic experiences,
Bad true.
I will tell Alex to put your song on the playlist.
No, literally.
Devvon Terrell!
And this shit
I'm
pop right
embarrassed.
here.
Nah, it's
This
good.
is my
The way it
fucking
started,
bop.
yeah.
I love it.
When it started, I was like, "What you doing, Neo?"
I love it. I love it. I love
Then the
it.
beat, I was like,
The video was fire
the
too.
video was beautiful.
Need
Yeah,
to
yeah,
know
yeah.
He
podcast
looked good.
family. We are here. We are over 145 episodes. I don't know where we
Yeah.
are, but if you're
149.
here, 149,
Yeah, we're at
148, 149. We're here.
yeah.
We're here, man. I don't know what else to say, but we've made it. I'm your guy, your boy, SaVon. I was about to say SaVon Terrell. So I'm so used to introducing my man
That's so
Devvon.
nasty.
Like our name is so fucking close. I'm your guy, SaVon. What's going on with y'all, man?
SaVon
Hey,
Terrell.
man.
That's our album.
That's
Yeah,
SaVon together.
I'll do that. I'll do
SaVon
it.
Terrell.
We got my guy in the
That's
building.
fire.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey.
What's up, y'all? What's going on, y'all? It's your boy. Hey, what up?
And as always, we have. I will never,
Yeah.
Reggie.
Oh my god,
she got
I'm
you,
so
man.
scared.
Never, my nigga. never in my life call you Zenful again.
Yeah. The timeline has said
It's straight peace.
you are a racist.
It is straight peace,
Confirmed, bro,
love, and
confirmed.
happiness, my
Guys, so
nigga.
update
Okay.
of his racist moment last week.
Yes.
Now the #1 show in the world is Squid Game, and he's actively avoiding it because Koreans made it.
More racism. More racism.
More racism.
I'm kidding. Before the sensitive people, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
But as always,
Yeah,
we
man.
have the beautiful, the amazing, the intelligent, the articulate. Her work. I'm still a fan. Yo,
Absolutely.
I am a fan of the people that I do a podcast with, and I am so fucking grateful to God
Literally.
that I'm a fan of the people that I work with.
That's true.
That I laugh
inspiring.
with. That I collaborate with. We got Regina Nacho in the building. What's going on, Reggie?
Reggie
Hello.
Reg.
Blessed to be here.
And then, as always, my guy. Yo, we gotta wear this week. We're fake as fuck.
And he's a
Very
little
true.
closer to us this week.
Yes.
Right? For y'all on YouTube, y'all can see it.
What?
Look, I'm moving it up. I'm moving up.
If you're on YouTube,
I'm on the stage now.
You can
Yeah.
see Devvon. He's on stage.
I'm on a
we
Summer
moved
Jam
him
stage.
from behind the camera.
It's really giving like talk show vibes.
Talk show. It's a good word. It's a good
What?
shirt. You said talk show?
She did.
I
So
said,
you hear shit
I said
different from
talk
here to there,
show.
Dad.
Reggie.
Oh,
You hear shit more
That's
clip.
racist.
That is racism.
That's
What
racist.
the
Wait.
fuck?
Talk show?
How's that racist?
Wait, hold on. I'm trying to see.
What'd you say?
I don't know.
Isn't it funny that when the niggas get cured racist, they what?
You start, like, wait,
I'm
was
not
it?
a racist.
You start thinking to yourself, like, was it racist?
Yeah, I was like, talk show? What the fuck?
No, we got my guy in the buildings, R&B, SaVon,
Yeah, man.
songwriter, singer. I love this
Entrepreneur.
guy's music. This is my guy, my friend, my brother, Devvon Terrell in the building. What up?
Tell your mother I said hello out there.
And the aunties.
Yeah.
And your auntie.
Yo, Dev,
Huh?
we haven't done this in a while, bro.
What do we haven't done?
I think we've just been so happy to like be talking to each other again.
Very true.
HMD, where are we
Oh,
recording?
man. I
Where
love
are
a
we
shout out
recording?
to the business.
To the business.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
business,
And
the
what you're
business.
seeing is thehmdstudio.com. You can also follow us on Instagram at thehmdstudio. This is the place that we're recording for all your podcast, recording studio, event space needs. If you're trying to get in contact with us or book a place for this place, it is thehmdstudio.com.
Come on.
Yes, indeed. And in addition to, we got Rasta Clot. Check out my wrist.
Yeah.
Alex, where's your wrist?
You know, somebody teeth them. You know, they so fly. They keep taking
Hey,
it
yo,
from me.
Rasta Clot, shout out to you. If your shorty really likes you,
She gonna steal
she's
'em.
gonna steal what's
fact.
on your wrist. Go head over to Rasta Clot, rastaclot.com. Right, they are giving away bracelets for 50% off. So if you purchase a bracelet, that purchase is 50% off. There's no code needed. There's nothing needed. All you have to do is celebrate their birthday. I wish I could play 50 Cent in the club. That's how much I care about their
Care about
birthday.
it. Yeah,
They
yeah.
send me a package. Reggie, I got to give it to you. They sent me a few women's bracelets.
Oh.
Right? They fit really
Hey.
well. So
Yeah.
black-owned businesses, shout out to Rasta Clot. It is the place you need to be. They speak and preach positivity. I keep one on my wrist. Fellas, if you're anything as smooth, as calm, as articulate, as vibrant, as energetic as Alex, ladies will never allow you to keep these on your wrist.
Ever.
Head over to rastaclot.com. They are giving away their bracelets. I'm sorry, not giving away. They are selling their bracelets.
Yeah.
Roscoe was watching the
I was
clip like, what?
Like, hold on.
Off.
We didn't say that to them.
50% off.
And also, y'all, please go support another black business. Last week, I talked about my homie Jarvis. Shout out to
Here it
Jarvis,
comes,
man.
here it
All
comes.
Oh, man.
I spoke about the 58 pockets
You
on the
did,
shorts, right?
And I
He
see
did.
you.
Stand up,
Yo,
stand
stand
up.
up.
Bad
Model.
yes.
Bad
Yo, I'm gonna put it in the background.
58 on you niggas.
Yo, you gotta dance to this. Dance to this.
Not 57, but 58 on you,
That's
bitch ass
really wild.
niggas.
Yo,
That's
Millie
really
Rock.
wild.
Millie Rock to the Neo.
Yo, 58 pockets on the Millie Rock.
Yo, the fact that he was on beat and didn't even hear it.
That was weird.
That's
Yeah,
fly
yeah.
shit.
Yeah, that's fly
crazy.
shit.
Feel me?
yeah,
Yes,
man.
yes, indeed.
These are my
58
boy.
pockets. That's
58,
crazy.
58.
What a
listen,
crazy brand.
TSA's biggest
That is
out,
unique.
It's him.
and the drug dealer's, dream.
That is
So,
a hard. Like, yo,
yeah.
it's in one of my pockets.
Yes,
The cop's
it-
like,
Love to see it. Love
And
to
if
see
you
it.
look, if you're looking
Just
where to
go
go,
ahead.
if you're looking for where to go find these, that is
sick
a
of this shit.
Flaneur Mondial, FLANEUR. MONDIAL.com. That's my brother, real shit. I used to work with my brother at Adidas, and I remember he was talking to me about these ideas of pieces of clothes that are fly, but they made sense. They have utility to it. So, yeah, go check that out, man. 58 pockets for real, literally.
Yeah, make sure y'all go do that. And also, this is the last thing we're going to plug. Patreon. The Need to Know podcast. We are over on Patreon. We got a lot of extra content over there. Actually, I'm not the only wild one behind the paywall.
Absolutely.
It gets pretty crazy.
I understand y'all think it's just me on the podcast, but to your surprise, everybody's over there giving it up.
That's
so if you're looking for us on Patreon,
Embarrassing.
it is Need to Know podcast.
Even
Make sure
Reggie
you go sign up to the
innocent
Patreon. We have 3 tiers. Whatever one fits for you, make sure y'all go sign up. I know the audio. If you just like audio, right? I'm a podcast listener.
Right.
I love podcasts.
Yep.
That is how I consume my content. I only listen.
Me too.
We do have that available on the Can't Afford Therapy tier. Right. So please make sure y'all check that out if you want more of us. We're also looking at ways to kind of combine new content. But yes, that is Need to Know podcast on Patreon. Alex.
One more thing. Need to Know sounds on Audio Mac. Oh my God, this is why we never do promo, because we just like talking.
Because we got mad shit for you niggas. You heard?
We do got mad shit.
It's been like 20 minutes and people are like, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, right.
We've also created a Need to Know Gmail that you could send your music submissions for new artists, up and coming artists that we could place on our playlist. What is it? NTK?
It is NTK NTK Sounds playlist at gmail.com. If you care about music, if you love music, if you create music, please go hit us up over there. Now that we're done with all of that.
We promise.
Thank you for making a space for independent artists, because no one gives a fuck about us anymore.
It's important.
I like independent artists.
I love independent
I do
artists.
too.
really
They're
do.
really good.
Because they push the envelope.
They do.
So everybody gonna do what's safe because it's working for them.
That's
The new
right.
artist is going. They're hungry. So
shit.
they're gonna try shit.
Right. And we know we have to stand out. We know.
Absolutely.
Why would I try to sound like this person commercially? I'm not gonna. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And sometimes you gotta be spoon feeded to them, right? So even on our playlist, we mix the up and coming artists with artists you guys already know.
You should. That's
so
great.
you don't feel weird.
That's
You know,
a perfect
you ever get
way to do it.
Right? You ever go, and I do with the music playlist too. You ever get to like I don't know, Apple Music, and it shows you all the new music that's out. You don't recognize nobody, so you get weary, you run away.
Yeah, you run away.
But
Yeah.
if in the stack, you see somebody you're familiar with,
Right.
you go ahead and get the songs a try. So
I think
We do,
playlists should be treated like public housing too. Like there should be affordable housing. Like you know how some houses. I just thought about that. Like you know how if you build a luxury building, there has to be a certain amount of affordable houses.
Absolutely.
Should let a few independent artists in there. Like no label.
I like that. I like that.
That'd be cool to do.
I like
think that'd
that.
be
Dropping the gems, like.
Well, y'all bring that out of me though. Like I was just thinking about that. I was like, yo, y'all bring that out of me, squad.
I like that a
What up,
lot. I'm gonna start with, if you don't mind, if you guys don't mind.
No.
Let's say
Engineer
it
guy,
first.
can we just get a round of applause real quick?
Round of applause.
Yeah.
What's your name
Let's
again,
clap
bro?
it up. Let's clap.
That's Drew.
Drew, because I'm gonna be making jokes today, Drew.
I got in the building.
All right,
Drew.
All right, bet.
Drew.
I like Drew energy though.
Let's clap it up. I want to kind of
Yeah.
clean some things up. Last week, I was accused of being a racist.
Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
Fine moments.
Top of the show.
I want to highlight and I want to show love to Squid Games, man. It's been huge.
seen it?
It's been everywhere. I
seen
know.
it?
I haven't seen it.
Nobody hears that.
What
kind of racist shit is that? Hey, because
That's
I said
racist?
something racist here, I'm going to support y'all this week.
But I ain't
Now
support
I'ma
it yet.
fucking mention
But I
this
didn't
shit.
support it yet.
So I guess Korea dropped something fire.
Yeah. Regina, you happy now?
Samsung,
Y'all got me doing. Y'all see
Samsung,
every week. Y'all got me
Korean
doing.
culture.
it.
Bonchon chicken.
Bonchon. We don't like Kim
Bonchon, don't
Jong-il.
fuck
All
around.
right, and moving on. PR told me.
That's really what.
That's exactly what you did.
Not.
SaVon, no.
It is.
Wait, that's what I
He was
did?
probably like, "Yo, I got this fire transition. Hold up," and then you just did that.
No,
You're
that's what
basically
I
saying,
did.
hey, I'm gonna bring this up and show y'all love.
No, I'm kidding. I appreciate it.
I know it's your-
You
It's
know what it
jokes,
is?
it's
I'm
jokes.
gonna be 1,000% honest, right? So the first time I heard about the show,
Okay.
I was talking to a friend and they mentioned it, right?
Okay.
And then the next day I went to work and Joe mentioned it, right?
Okay.
And then
Really?
the following day,
That's how I pick up on
I
shows.
saw Maul tweeting about it. So it was in chronological
It-
order. I saw boom, 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 Squid Game. I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? I gotta get in tune. Me, I work a lot. I didn't get in tune. Not that I didn't want to watch it. I just haven't had the
He
chance
hates
to
Koreans.
watch it.
I'm
But
kidding. I feel like I should stop. I should
but
stop.
nah, it's
Nah,
all
go.
good.
Keep your foot on their
I've
necks.
heard-
That's how you get change.
I've heard.
No,
Talk
because
up.
people don't know I'm joking. Like people don't know.
Nah, fuck them. They don't need to know.
They don't
Just
need
It's
to know.
all
foot on his
It's a Need
neck.
to Know podcast. Hello.
Foot on his neck.
Hello.
But I did want to highlight it.
They say it's like
because
the most.
for me,
Yeah.
right? Not watching the show at all. And have you watched it, Alex?
I did, and it's
Reggie,
completion.
finish it?
you watched
It's
it?
completion. It's completion.
Dev,
I have
did you
not
watch
watched it yet, but I plan on.
All right, cool. So it's a popular show, and for me, I wanted to take a different angle outside of just like recapping the show. I wanted to talk about is this like a social experiment with how quickly this show caught on? Because for me, I've never experienced anything like this. I've never seen a show catch traction this fast.
Yeah, and even me,
I've never seen it.
Yeah, even me, like being like Korean and shit. I didn't even know about this early on. I knew because of word of mouth. I didn't know because of like advertising or marketing. I knew same way as you. Like everybody started talking about it. I was like, oh shit, I need to like fucking watch this.
I think Netflix is just getting better. As far as their algorithms and understanding us and all the data points they have on us. I think the more information that we feed into Netflix, it's just like Instagram. That algorithm starts to learn us more and more. And I think they know, like, oh, this is going to work. Because they pressed a button on that show and it was #1.
But see, that's what I'm
literally, it's literally
that's what I'm talking to. Like, was there a button pressed? Or did like everybody just discover it at the same time?
I do want to contest.
And is that even like realistic to say everybody just found a show at the same time?
I think good writing and great writing are two different things. Right? Like there's a lot of good writing shows that we watch. Well, casually, it was a good show. I like it. But there are just certain events that happen in certain shows where you'll never forget. Like you've never seen no shit like that.
Right.
And there was a lot of that.
Yeah.
In this Squid Game.
You watched it? You said you watched it, right?
In its completion, absolutely. Okay. And it was a lot of shit. I'm talking episode 1.
Literally episode 1, that's how they hook you. You're like, oh shit, okay, I gotta watch. I have to watch the second episode right now. And like I love hearing stuff like that because everyone was like, what the fuck is this? This is so wild. This? They call it so unhinged, but like I love hearing that because it's like, yo, like this is how Korean shit is. Like it's always really like
cerebral,
like unique, and like just the storylines are like so. If you really sit there and think about it, there's a lot of depth to the storyline because it's about children's games. Like the synopsis is like people are so in an unfathomable amount of debt that they are so desperate that they participate in this like really weird kind of battle royale-esque kind of thing, but it's always kids games. It's like tag, like red light, green light, that type of shit.
Wow.
But it gets very lethal. And it's like dark. You make one mistake, boom, you're dead. Like it's like that type. That's the premise of it, but there's a lot of side stories and stuff. And they took something so innocent and just like stripped the innocence away and been like, the greed is gonna kill you. It's also commentary on like capitalism, the wealth gap. It's all of that. And like I like hearing that people are like, wow, this is amazing. But I've been knew that Korean content is like that. It's been like that my whole life. Right. And now I feel like everyone's just like being like aware now. And I'd be lying if I said like the acknowledgement in the US did it like it feels really good, but like I just know it's always been like that and now new doors open.
When new doors open it. I wanna Sorry, I was gonna say the only other Korean film that I know like that I was like, whoa, was Parasite, and that's when I was like, oh, they on to something over there. I was like, from a cinema standpoint, I was like, yo, this was fucking good. So to hear a second one, I'm like, oh, it's over. Like the floodgates are gonna open.
I feel like it's gonna be like a snowball effect because Netflix invested $500 million into just South Korean content. Like at the top of the year. So I'm like, this is the first show y'all dropped, and it went #1. Imagine. Now I'm like, now finally the rest of the world.
Now all them directors flying out there. Trust me.
I love the creativity in it, right? From what I heard, again, I haven't watched it, but red light, green light, I played that game as a kid. I played that game as a child, right? And to think about the dynamics of how they took that game and said, you know what, we're gonna place this in the show. We're gonna make it really impactful because everybody's talking about it. And I do want to also highlight Alex and Reggie, just because the culture, right? His culture, Nigerian. The music has been to the forefront. Reggie, cinema is coming. Like there was a major award just given out to a Korean director. And correct me if I'm wrong, right? The Oscars.
Oh yeah. It wasn't that for Paris?
Yeah, it was. I love that because in the music critic world, Korean directors have always been heralded as like, yo, like they set the trends for a lot of things. Like it's always been a thing, but now the regular consumer, like the Netflix user, knows, oh shit, Koreans are lit. Like this is really It's like it's so crazy because like my whole childhood I knew how good we were at storytelling, but now it's like everyone's like, I know. Now everyone's like, oh, and like mad people, like just my friends from school, from like Atlanta, the DMV, Compton, like my friends from all these cities are like texting me for recommendations now. So it's just like, I knew this moment would come.
And I think that's super fucking important, especially with music and cinema, like combining those things and seeing those things at the forefront. I just wanted to like highlight that and start the top of the show with that because for me, as somebody, again, we speak about this on the show all the time. Fam, I am a descendant of slaves. I do not know my culture. I don't.
Yeah, no.
My culture is what they taught me in the textbooks, which is, my grandparents, my mother, my great-grandparents, they were slaves. They came here. They got told what to do. They fought in the civil rights, and that was it. I don't really have that centralized culture. Yeah. So to see and to have friends who can be like, yo, you know what? That's me. That's where I come from. That's where my family derived from in the cinematic world, in the music world. Alex, Reggie, I just want to say, like, yo, I wanted to highlight that at the top of the show because it's super dope. I cannot wait to watch Squid Game.
Same.
Me too. I haven't had a day off.
Me too.
I'll watch it again.
I literally haven't had a day off. That's the only reason why I haven't watched it.
It's a little wild.
And for Alex,
it's a little wild.
When I first started kicking it with Alex would be like, put me on so much music. Right. I'm like, you know what? There's a vibe. And now I'm able to be like, you know what? Yo, I understand what that culture kind of is. And I'll never disrespect the culture and be like, yo, I'm a part. No, I have a friend who is.
Now you sanction.
And I'm here to, like, you know what I'm saying? Talk about it and learn. Yeah. So thank y'all for kind of bringing that to the forefront because I think it's important.
It is important.
Let's give some SaVon some culture. I like that.
I know.
That's a
fact. Are you Nigerian now?
Same shit. Please give me some culture too. Shit, my American ass.
No,
look at these niggas, bro.
Yo,
look what niggas do to us,
You're
bro.
Nigerian now. You want to be Nigerian?
I'll do that.
I am not.
No, you said
We talk about it on Patreon.
I said you from South Africa.
I did 23andMe. I thought I was Nigerian.
You said South Africa.
I gotta look.
You weren't listening last week?
It says Sub-Saharan.
He was trying to connect with you.
South Saharan. I'm West. But Reggie, I'm West.
You West African. Let me check.
I was Mandingo Squad.
Alright, you seen it?
Remember the Mandingo shit?
What? Oh my God, wait.
My bloodline. The Mandingo Squad.
You see that?
What?
Where did this? I didn't know where that came from.
Because he said South African and shit, and I did the test, and it said Mandingo. Okay,
it said Mandingo? Yeah, your blood said Mandingo?
It said Mandingo.
It's very interesting.
That's a real squad, bro.
It's crazy.
You never heard of that tribe?
Real game.
No, I've heard of the squad. I didn't know it was in your blood on a test.
But also, can I say that, like black culture though is like the culture of America. It's like what everybody. It's like where everybody draws from. So that is the culture.
Can I say something?
Like
that's
that
what
is
I was telling SaVon last week. Like you do have culture.
Even when you say that your ancestors were brought to this country, like, and then out of that, black people made like the most popular culture in the world. So it's like through that pain, like all of that like developed. So that's really like something to highlight too.
They say Asian and black people create probably a lot of the culture in the world. But I don't want to. But I'm not. I'm saying what I've heard people say. I'm not saying that's true because I don't want to slight the Spanish culture is fucking fire.
Absolutely.
Like all cultures have a culture. But I just hear people say like, yo, when you think about it, you think about Asian culture and black culture. Like those two cultures right there are a lot of culture.
And I don't think they understand it because they don't see how it translates. So like Nigeria for certain, right? Early Nigerian movies. I'm talking like early 2000s, even late 1990s. They were trying to be how black people were out here.
Okay.
So the way they would dress, the big shiny blingy belts, they'd be like, "Yo, my nigga."
Right.
Like I remember watching these films and they were trying
American,
to be
black
like
culture
and black Americans actually.
Black Americans.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
interesting.
They still were trying to take y'all culture to an extent.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
Aside from
it always hurt me to not be connected to that side of my heritage. Like just as far as like my African heritage, obviously. Yeah. It always bothered me a lot. I remember I was recording some kids that were African. Yeah. I had a group of them and they were recording. They were my clients. And I remember shooting their videos for them and everything and just being with these African kids. Like they had like the what's the hats that you wear? I don't want to sound ignorant. It looks like a beret. Somewhat. You know what hat I'm talking about. I seen them. You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about. But I just like them chilling with each other, getting fly and shit, and then doing the music. And I remember they gave me Afrobeat stuff, and it was like, and I was mixing it, and it was like, no, that's not how you mix Afrobeats. Like this was fucking like 2014, 13. They was like, no, don't mix it like this, and I'm like, nigga, this shit supposed to bang, my nigga. Like, what are you talking about? It gotta kick you. That shit hard. I was like, but it gotta bang, my nigga. You fucking it up, my nigga. And it just to see that and just not understand it, it just fucking bothered me. Yeah, it always bothered me. So it's just nice. It's just nice to hear about it, and it's nice to see that culture actually starting to transcend into the states now too.
It's beautiful.
It's just nice to see like people open their eyes to like anything outside of American fucking Bruce Willis fucking.
That's the first thing you went
Sylvester Stallone.
Check out Denzel though.
Tom Cruise. Even Denzel, bro. Like I love Denzel Washington. All I love, but it's like, yo, I want to see. I want the limits to be pushed.
Yeah.
I want the boundaries to be
weird.
pushed.
It's so crazy because it's not just like a regular American series with like mad Korean actors. It's like a Korean ass series. Like the lunch boxes they get, the food that they make, the little cookie, the sugar cookie, the main thing. That's literally a Korean. Like it's so Korean, and to have that. I
saw a meme.
What? Wait.
There's a meme.
They got a few memes out
right?
now.
I know.
And I didn't watch the show, so I truly don't know.
You about to fuck this show up.
But there's a meme of like somebody licking.
Yeah, the cookie.
that a
It's
cookie?
it's one of the main games.
That's a
One of the
cookie?
main games. It's a cookie.
It's a sugar cookie. You have to like.
But-
It's one of the main scenes.
Black Twitter put like a vagina
No,
on the meme.
No, see, no,
and they
just
just
to,
start licking it. And I'm like, wait.
No, you'll understand if you watch
fucking
the show.
sense,
But
man.
I'm really glad you brought that up because it's so wild for me to like, as a Korean girl, like at home, I have to speak the language. Like my parents are like
Korean.
Like I'm first generation, so I've never really had an outlet to like. I'm passionate about my culture every single day, but in my everyday life, like I'll speak about it, I'll recommend shit, but like when I say it on Twitter or something, not many people can relate.
Yeah.
But to scroll and have like Black Twitter memes. Like make a viral tweet out of Squid
Korean
Game.
culture,
It's so crazy to me. Like
That's
it's
dope.
so crazy to me.
I get it. I thought
So,
I thought y'all was referring to a ookie cookie at first.
Dev, what the fuck is that?
Y'all don't know what the ookie cookie is?
Dev, what the fuck
Wait, I don't
is
know.
that?
Whoa. Everyone got mad
No one in the room
quiet.
knows what the ookie cookie is?
Ookie
So it's a hazing game, like for frat. Well, let me shut the fuck up.
Oh,
Yeah, I was
nah.
like, yo.
But it was allegedly
they be hazing
a
people.
We gonna bleep that
a
out.
hazing thing where there would be a cookie and basically all the men would put on a blindfold and they all masturbate and whoever was the last to come had to eat the cookie.
Like a circle jerk.
Kind of like that.
What
Wait,
the fuck?
but the cookie was just a regular cookie?
I mean,
Or-
you can it can be chocolate chip
Are
if you
you
want.
kidding
If it
me?
got semen on it,
But
it
see,
could-
that's
yeah,
why
that
I
was
was
what I'm
never in
saying.
one of them
Ugh.
frats. That's why I was never in one of them.
Ookie cookie.
Respectfully, shout out to Oyas.
So
I
now
ain't
you-
saying all frats do that.
Wow.
I'm saying I've heard that in some frats that I know about. I've heard that like
I ain't pulling out
Ookie
my dick
cookie.
in front of no
ookie
nigga.
cookie.
Start spanking
They all
my
nut
shit.
on the
Fuck I look
cookie.
like.
Whoever's last, you got to eat that cookie, boy.
Yeah, you're bugging the fuck out, nigga.
I'd be like, well, guess I'm not in this
everything
frat.
there, with everything, like your body fluids is on the cookie.
Everyone nutted on the cookie. You want me to be more descriptive? They nutted on the cookie, and then the last person that is to nut has to.
They gonna call it roasted oatmeal.
Ew. Oh, you gave me the worst image in my fucking
good,
mind.
nigga.
Because
That's what they
when
gonna
semen
call it
gets
now.
hard,
I'm
that's
good.
what I'm thinking about.
good.
That's nasty.
good.
And I love oatmeal cookies.
And I love oatmeal cookies. Sorry about that. Sorry.
Yeah.
Korean
Sorry.
culture.
Yeah.
Korean
culture.
The cookie was dope,
Sorry.
man.
Last
Shout
thing
out
I want to say,
everybody
like, it's just
Okay,
this
coming
is
together.
a very big moment for me because, like,
Yeah.
even on the train ride here, two people next to me were watching it
Squid
on the
Game.
train. Like,
That's fire.
this is so weird.
That's
Like,
fire.
not weird. This is so crazy for me. So,
Right.
shout out to my Koreans.
Koreans on the way up.
I think they
Period.
said it's like on its way to be the most viewed.
The
Something
the
crazy.
most successful show of
Can we?
Netflix. Like, it's on pace to be.
Like, let's
Right.
talk about
That's
it. Like,
crazy.
when was the last Netflix show
It been banging.
that had us in a chokehold?
They've been banging. I ain't gonna lie. Netflix been like we
there's
stopped
been a
saying
lot.
even
They've had
clickbait.
a few clickbait.
Yes,
you
clickbait.
Okay, cool.
Oh, I haven't. What is that again?
It's
But-
fire.
but I like
it's on
this.
Netflix. It's new.
I feel like these are all like
Stranger
Like
Things.
the
Like
popular.
Squid-
Stranger Things was a huge one.
Squid.
Oh, yeah.
Stranger
Stranger
Things
was a big
may
show.
have been the last
No,
one.
yeah.
That was a big
On
show.
that-
That was
on
about
level.
all the kids in Stranger Things are adults with children and families.
Kind of.
That's how long
Yeah.
ago Stranger
Yeah.
Things was. Like,
Kinda,
that's
Squid Games has really been a thing for me.
Trying to think, what was the last big Netflix show?
I think
It's
you.
been a
You
thing.
don't remember you?
You
was
was
pretty
big.
big.
You
You
Oh,
was
and it's
coming
coming back.
Yeah, and it's coming back.
This
yeah.
is the thing about you.
Yeah.
You wasn't a Netflix original.
It
Oh, I
wasn't.
didn't know that.
But they
You-
bought
Okay.
they bought
They
it
bought the rights.
and took it
Okay.
over. So to me, it is because they bought it and then it was a
It
Netflix
didn't.
show.
It didn't premiere on.
It premiered.
It
on
premiered
a
somewhere else?
Different
Yeah,
network.
yeah, it premiered
Oh,
somewhere else.
Lifetime.
And
I
it
thought it
didn't do
premiered
well.
on Netflix.
No.
I'm
And
just
it
finding
didn't do
that
well.
out.
And Netflix was like, "Oh, this is dope," and they took it and it blew up on Netflix.
If you watch the first
Crazy.
season of You,
But see, look
it
at the,
belongs on on Lifetime.
But you know what though? I guess there's a trend.
Nah, it ain't
no,
that
no, he's
dirty,
right.
It
No,
was on a life.
He's right.
It was one of those series, and then Netflix was like, "Hey,
I mean, it does
this
fit a
flopped.
Lifetime
Let me
plot.
pick this up."
I think,
yeah, it
I
was
think
on
there's a
one
trend.
of those channels.
I think there's a
Yeah.
trend. We're just really into the sickest shit.
What do you mean?
We like toxic
You was
shit.
about a
Like the
month.
sick shit goes like.
We like
It
toxic.
goes viral.
Yeah, we like toxic shit.
The
I love
sick
toxic
shit really goes. It really holds our attention. I think it makes us think, how sick can this shit really fucking get?
How can we get?
Like when they gonna stop this sick shit?
That's true. I like toxic shit. We
It
all
could
I
be a
do.
thing. It could be a
Have
thing.
you guys watched Human Centipede?
Unfortunately, I have.
Is that an old movie? The old movie? Because there's like an old movie.
Yeah, the old Human Centipede.
There's a new one?
Never mind.
I think they talking about the same.
No.
What's
I just
going on?
wanted to mention.
No, I'm good.
I don't want to talk about it.
I just wanted to mention.
I'm good.
I think you was gonna say something like
Because that's some
Candyman.
sick shit.
I watched
Human
it.
Centipede. I haven't
what it's
watched
about?
it. I've seen the original as a kid. That's what I'm saying. I think there's a Human Centipede when I was a kid. There was a Human Centipede
Can
movie.
you like close your eyes and envision Centipede?
Yeah, it makes me cringe.
It does.
Yeah, it makes me cringe. Make my balls itch.
Oh wait, I don't
So,
think
like,
we're talking about the same thing.
Think about think
just
about
like,
so like in the,
I did. Yeah, I'm
And-
sassy.
in the Human Centipede, there was 3 people
Oh my god.
that
Why did I bring this up?
formed the centipede,
Right.
right? So there's a front,
What the fuck are we doing?
there's a middle, and there's a back.
Okay.
I got to be the front.
The front eats.
I'm not
right?
eating ass.
The front eats.
Back there.
The front eats is all good. Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
Wait, now the back
McDonald's,
eats,
Chipotle. Oh no, the back eats. Oh no, the back is going to eat. The front eats whatever that comes in. It digests. It comes out.
Okay.
But in the Human Centipede, for anybody who hasn't watched it, right? Type that in, by the way. That middle
don't.
person.
No, don't.
It's a wild movie. It is.
Let me just.
But
The second one
shit.
got banned in mad countries. That's how sick it is.
Oh my
just,
gosh.
Just saying. Like,
yeah, but on the Need to Know podcast, we want to let y'all know what's going on.
He's like,
the
yeah,
vibe.
anyway, let's talk about it.
Talk about that bullshit, right? The second Human Centipede, like the person that's in the middle, like they have to eat the shit that comes out of somebody's ass, and then also shit that into somebody else's mouth.
Just like that, I'm not hungry no more.
You know how fucking weird. You know
I was dead hungry. Pierre just got food.
Yo, there are
It's a
some
lot going
freaks
on,
out
bro.
there,
It's a lot
That is,
going
how
on.
do you come up with this?
But Reggie, can I say this real quick? America cinema is fucking dull.
That's what. No,
Nothing.
Ah,
no,
now
that's
Every
what.
Now we're talking
single
about
movie
something.
If you-
is the same.
yes.
All the concepts are the same. There's a fucking knight in shining armor that comes and saves the day,
Too predictable.
and then they go away.
That's our cinema.
Or like
That's our
American cinema is so predictable.
So predictable.
Or
It's
if there
so
is a
easy to
new
figure
idea,
out.
if you really do your research, a new idea, especially in horror films, a lot of the inspiration is drawn from other countries first. Like
Yeah,
a
of
lot
course.
of it.
Yeah.
Like,
I can see
a
that.
majority of it.
I can see that. I like. That's why Quentin Tarantino is probably my favorite director ever.
He's great.
Because
He's great. He's
anytime he drops, first of all he doesn't bomb. Like he kills everything. Like every time it's always good. Like his premises and how he directs and just his storylines are just like, yo, what the fuck are you thinking? Like when I think about fucking Reservoir Dogs and all of those movies like Kill Bill, like
That's what he was trying to tell his mom. He was trying to tell his mom he was a great writer.
his story's actually really
Moms ain't
good.
believe him.
His story's really good.
Yeah, I know,
He
no,
worked at a video store.
Y'all know
Like
what I'm talking
crazy.
about. Yo, Dev, you know what I'm
love
talking
that.
about?
But why moms did that though?
What happened?
Why mom said what? Why
Oh,
don't-
you ain't
don't believe
hear
in him?
about Quentin. That's why I
He
can
don't
tell.
even know. Let's put him on.
Let's put him
Wait,
on.
I didn't hear you though.
It's the Need to Know podcast.
That was
Alright?
cute. That
We're
was
gonna
cute,
give him
guys.
a
Put you
culture.
on to the Need
That
to Know
was cute.
podcast.
They said it in unison. They
That
were
was
really,
so
these
cute.
guys
Say
are
it again.
really cute.
The need to know. Come on, SaVon, you fucked it up. I said
him
we
know.
say it again.
One,
and you didn't say it.
two,
2,
three.
The need to know podcast. You was on point that time. You was OP. I like that.
So fucking
Okay.
cute. Fucking cute. Fucking
Anyway.
adorable.
Quentin Tarantino.
Men.
All right, the individual who's made great films, right? Pulp Fiction, etc.
Yes.
American cinema, right? Because we're already talking about American cinema and film.
Also, I
right?
want to say we're not
Yeah.
saying that it's shit. We're saying,
Yo,
you know.
It's just full of superheroes now.
No, American
It's
cinema
stale.
is
That's the
great.
best word.
It's
Yeah.
stale.
It's stale as shit.
Yo, you white niggas can't just save the day anymore, man.
Yo.
Like there's mad niggas saving the day
like the
these
way you
days.
talking. I like
We
the
gonna
way
get
you
canceled.
Black, there's
Yeah.
Korean,
Yeah.
Hispanic.
Yeah, brown
It's
nigga.
everybody is saving
Brown.
the day.
Mad people
It's
saving
not
the
just
day.
niggas
Fuck
that look
outta
like
here.
fucking Sylvester Stallone no more, dog.
gangster. I'm with you.
Michael B.
Sylvester
Jordan,
Stallone
a
caught a
New Jersey King.
Nah, I feel the nigga.
Jersey King.
Jamie Foxx,
with him.
Django, Quentin
We ain't gonna make
Tarantino.
no money.
Hey, yo, Alex,
I'm
take
with
it
him.
back.
No
Yeah,
money.
sorry. I was gonna say
Alex,
I was
something.
ready. I was loving
gonna
that.
make no money.
I was ready to shut up.
You white niggas?
Yeah.
It's
But let me-
crazy.
They not the only people that can save the day.
Yeah,
Think
yeah.
about it, my nigga.
Speak.
They not the only ones.
Yo,
From
Pete.
1960,
Yo, Pete.
from 1950
Yo.
to 2010, they was the only niggas saving the day.
They can't
I watched The Transporter, bro. You remember
That was a fire.
Jason,
That was a fire.
Jason Statham was
Jason
Statham
fucking
and the
everybody up.
Transporter was killing shit. I'm like, yo, why a black nigga can't drive an Audi that fast?
Oh my God.
I ain't never seen the Audi go that crazy.
Yo, there's mad other people that can
What is that,
save
an
the day.
S6
That's
nigga?
all I'm
That shit
saying.
moving.
I'm not saying white men can't save the day.
You
I'm
literally
saying
just said that.
They're not the,
Nah.
He just screamed saying
Y'all
that.
not the only niggas. They're not the only
We can replay it.
people. We can all save the day. I want to save
Hey,
the day.
Black
one
Panther
day.
was good.
But people, but see,
my God.
Black Panther. I'm glad you brought that up though. Black Panther saved his family. Quentin Tarantino can't even save his own mother. Let me explain.
What are you talking about?
Quentin Tarantino vowed as a young filmmaker
To what?
to never give his mother a dime.
What?
Need to know podcast, right, SaVon? A dime.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to talk about this. I'm so glad
He
you
really
brought it.
has.
I'm
He
so
really-
glad
that's not true. For like a month and a half.
I've been trying to talk about this shit.
That's not true.
It just keeps slipping my mind.
Yeah.
This isn't true.
He vowed to, you could Google it right after this.
I'ma Google it.
He vowed to never give his mother a dime of his inheritance from what he did from film and movies because she never believed
That's
him.
petty.
This is not true.
Till this day.
That's a
To
real.
this day.
That's a real.
Yo.
I
real
hate you,
quick.
mom.
Yo,
shit.
family. Need to know family. Listen to this. Devvon Terrell's one of his favorite directors is Quentin Tarantino.
Hates his mother. Hold on.
I am
He don't
screaming.
even
That's the
fuck
first
with
headline
his
that
Mom.
comes up.
And Devon love his mom.
Yeah, it's real.
Read it and weep.
Go Google it, nigga.
He vowed to never give her a fucking penny. Not a cobweb, nigga.
That's the pettiest shit I've ever heard
Because
in
she
my
didn't
life.
support his dreams with his writing and movies. This is real shit.
Has
To
his
this day.
mom said anything about this?
I don't know. I want to go call
She
him.
ain't got no money.
She ain't got no resources.
Yo.
He violated.
Yo.
He did. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah, he did that.
I love you.
So that's
man.
America's cinema
So,
right there in a nutshell.
Do we stand this or do we not?
His mother pushed him.
No.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yo, what the? Look, I'm trying to
I ain't
flip
gonna
it.
hold you.
Nah, but for real, that's fucking. That's deeper than we know.
Absolutely.
To say I'm never giving. I know he walked into his mother when the first movie when Reservoir Dogs dropped. He said, "I'm not giving you a fucking penny."
So you ready?
You're gonna. I know he violated. He had to violate.
So you ready?
What? I'm ready
Damn.
for.
I know his zodiac sign.
What's the
Gemini.
zodiac sign?
He's an Aries.
I don't know shit about
Why'd
zodiac.
you bring that up?
I'm an Aries.
That's you. That's him.
The problem with
You feel-
Aries,
you
when
feel
we want to prove
Stubborn?
a point,
You feel this way?
no, just when we want to prove a point,
Okay.
we will go to sometimes incredible lengths.
Till the very end.
Like years in the making.
Like, fuck you.
Even making music right for now, right?
He
Making
said,
beats and shit for me. This has been like a 5-year plan for me.
What?
Wait, what?
To myself.
To not give your mom money?
No, making beats.
I was like,
No, he's a
Alex, you gotta
he's a provider.
how do
Okay.
you help out a little, man?
I pay my mom car insurance.
Come on, baby.
Period.
love.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
I
That
love
is
to
come
see
on.
it. I
Only
love to
son
see
shit.
it.
That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
That's
that
when
you
I heard
can
my
do that.
other Aries brother not giving blessings. I'm like, damn, you can't really be bigging him up the way you was bigging him up. Dad.
But I think
That throws me
I
off.
think it's a culture thing. I think it's a culture thing. I think,
Yeah.
What, with the white parents and shit? Or
Let me. Yeah.
No, but I thought this was like, what do you
It's
mean
a
by
fact.
that?
You know what it is? All right, so I was watching his.
Let me tell you why.
Deadass, listen, right?
He looked up. He was like,
I'm listening.
I got
For the camera,
like
I'm listening.
a person who kind of confirmed this. So
Okay.
Kyle Korver, who has been
Alright.
yeah, that's the whitest nigga I could have said. But Kyle Korver, who's
Fact
been
check
like
him.
an NBA veteran,
Yeah, yeah,
3-point legend.
Yeah,
He's been
3-point
around
Black
for a
Lives
very-
Matter advocate.
Well, yeah, he's been around for a very long
Well-spoken,
time.
yeah.
Kyle Korver, he said, "Hey, yo, look, when I got to the NBA, he wrote an article.
Okay.
And he said, when I got to the NBA, all of my peers, all of my friends, and all of my teammates, they all strive to get their mom a new house.
Right.
Okay.
My understanding of running into money was like, why would I give my mom a new house?
wait,
Why would I
wait,
give my
what?
parents a new
Wait,
house?
I didn't think that.
No, seriously.
No,
It's-
no,
no,
but
wait,
you know
wait.
what, though?
No, hold on,
There's
Kyle-
a
wait,
culture thing
Kyle-
here.
It's an upbringing.
That's
No, no,
Interesting.
Kyle said this or
Privilege?
you said
No,
that?
Kyle.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Okay.
No,
okay,
me.
Okay. Okay.
The
okay.
first thing
Yeah,
I
yeah,
was
right. I was like, wait, what?
Did he
Okay.
come from a rich
And
home?
that's
So
already-
listen, Kyle Korver said, look, I gave my parents an allowance as like a gift because I had so much money. I didn't think it was a necessity to give them a house. So that goes back to like the Quentin Tarantino thing.
Tarantino.
Yeah, right. Of him just not
Quentin Sneaky
having that urge to elevate his parents
'Cause they were
or
fine.
gift or reward
Yeah.
because they probably came from a background where, you
They were
know,
fine.
him being a movie director, it was a hobby.
Yeah.
It wasn't a necessity.
Okay.
Like you see black directors today, it's like, fam, it was either this or nothing.
But say,
Like
okay.
there's no in between.
But he said he never gave his mom a penny.
That's insane.
No, that's real nigga shit
That's
though.
insane.
He made Pulp Fiction.
For him, that's real nigga shit. Not
Yo.
That's his own. Honestly, there's something
There's
really
some
deep.
deep
Sociopath,
there,
bro.
That's
there.
rooted in something.
But I will
Absolutely,
say
yeah.
this: maybe culturally, the reason why there's a difference in that, and I'm not faulting anyone for it because it is what it is. This is
think I
how
know
you
where
want to
you're
treat your mother. I think that because we have been, as black people, we've been extremely oppressed, and we're kind of like so financially illiterate and fucked as far as like not having any like wealth in this country, as far as that we've been able to grow,
like generational
that's been passed down. I feel like we're like, we just gotta get out. You know what I mean? Like,
I know so many niggas.
That's not everyone's. I would think if you're a white person, middle class, that's not your mindset. You know, I come from an Irish background, and my family I come from a generation of something. You can identify. So it's you're like, no, my family work hard, and I'm just I'm here. You know what I mean? And I'm working for something as well. Granted, but I just don't think that. I think it's just different in a different environment for black people just coming from like absolutely nothing.
Because when black people get money, they want to hold it. I know a bunch of dudes in the street.
Not good.
Now. It's two things,
right? I'm listening.
They want to hold it, or they want to give it to their mom,
or they want to give it to their moms.
Yeah.
Or right, and they don't get taught about credit and building homes for the family, like how Dev just did for his beautiful family.
Thank you very much.
But these niggas is up thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So when you tell a dude, yo, bro, you know, you don't have what you think you have, he gonna tell you, bro, I'm up 50K. Fuck is you talking about?
And I'm gonna say
that credit score 430.
That too. And I'm gonna say that 50K that you have sitting there in 5 years is really gonna be probably 35K because you're not investing your money. There comes a point in your life as an adult where you have to say, okay, I'm not looking at this number in my bank account. We've all done this. You're looking at the number of your bank account and you just like to see that number of your bank account grow. That's not the way to financially live. No.
I just got into an argument with my mom.
You gotta make your money work for you. The money has to work. At some point, now granted, if you only got a certain amount, sure, you're like, I can't afford to invest. But when you reach a certain level, you're like, okay, if you got 10 grand right now, I say, depending on your bills, this is me throwing it, I say 6,000 of that should be working while you're sleeping. Some way, somehow, I don't know how, but it should be working. For instance, just so people can understand, it's not always stocks and stuff like that. This place, I had some money. I threw it into this place. Now this place makes me money while I sleep. It's not always just like stocks and crypto. Just in something that works for you so that you don't have to, it frees your time up. You know what I mean? So I made the investment here and now it works for itself and that money flips back to you. So it's like, make your money work for you. Stop worrying about that bank account number so much.
I think better than
Gems.
I think 20 between
you're a better man.
Between the years 2010 and 2020, a lot of first generation money kind of entered the black community.
I agree.
And I think there's been a shift. I think there's been a change.
Because of like the years that have passed by now.
This
is the first time that like happened.
So much money has been put into our communities. So much money has been made. And honestly, it made me kind of think about what the recent headline has been. The United States is going to supposedly be broke by October 18th. Y'all heard about that?
I saw a headline about that. And then I saw someone comment, why can't we just print more money?
Right.
Why not?
It's called inflation.
It's called inflation and it's called scamming.
It's inflation.
But do people really?
These niggas be scamming us.
But you know what's crazy though, SaVon? I think the inflation be the scam first, right? $15,000 in 2021 is not $15,000 in 1996.
That's right. That's inflation.
Yeah.
And that's what people don't understand.
How do we stop it?
We print more money.
So now we talk economics, right?
What do we do?
Now we talk economics.
And Alex, you say economics.
How do we stop
I want to be clear. Everybody, yo, my Capricorn alliances and my Capricorn, because the thing about like the rumor, the joke about Capricorns is like, we know how to get to the bag.
Yeah.
That's a real thing. That's the thing.
Get
Capricorns, we know how to get to a bag. Do you want to cry in a Honda or a Maybach, right? Yeah. That's the thing. And most of us are crying in a Honda.
That's interesting.
But the way that we think is like, yo, we know how to secure ourselves financially.
Sure, okay.
Right? That's the whole premise around Capricorns, right, Reggie?
Okay. That is like the Capricorn stereotype. They're very like business minded.
Interesting.
We get to the bag.
That doesn't mean every Capricorn you meet is gonna be like that. Me too, because I can think of some Capricorns. But like,
if you're a broke Capricorn, stay the fuck around.
No, the overarching stereotype is
broke
that.
Ass niggas.
I was gonna say, I think one way, one of the, not saying one of the best solutions I've ever heard, but one that I was like, about was UBI, was the universal basic income.
Yep.
Where basically all of us are entitled after we turn 18 to $1,000 a month. So okay, so the world is inflated America inflation is ridiculous, right?
Ridiculous.
So the amount of money that you would need to make for minimum wage back in the day, people could work factory jobs and buy houses back in the day.
Think about
that.
Think
crazy.
about
now.
Yes.
That's insane. Our parents were moving out the house 19. Think about our parents. They moving out the house 19, 18. You're like, that's impossible. So they saying if you gave everybody $1,000 a month instead, it'll at least bridge the gap a little bit. If you're paying $2,000 a month for rent and you're struggling, that $1,000, you're like, oh, I got $1,000 to play with now. Now your rent is really just $1,000, so it gives you more room to play with. Because these businesses, they always say, we need to raise minimum wage. I'm like, well, as a business owner, what happens is, and this is why you become a Republican, I'm not saying I am, but if you raise the minimum wage, now I have to pay more out, which means that cut to my profit margins. That means the price of all of this has to go up.
Yeah.
Now, if you pay as a consumer, this is economics. So it's just like, there has to be more. We have to think this out a lot more when people say we need to just do. I'm like, well, that's not going to fix the problem. Like raising minimum wage, even though it does need to be raised, don't get it twisted. It's not going to solve the problem.
And
though.
if
It's
we
a
paid
Band-Aid.
attention, we just seen a really big spike after the quarantine
Of what?
with inflation.
Yeah.
I don't know if people we subconsciously saw it.
You printed
When
money.
You go to the restaurant.
Yeah.
Shit costing
Yes.
way more.
Yo, everyone has been like, yo, how's that side always been this expensive?
Yo, that's what I be.
Exactly.
Yo, all of my niggas that got like side bitch up, they be like, yo, I can't even take my side chick out no more.
Look at the
It's
problem.
expensive.
And I'm like, yo, fam, it's wild expensive, right?
$100 ain't $100 for like
It's
that.
bad. That's why I bought a house, man. That's why I jumped that
was a
gun.
great
I was like, yo, it's gonna be fucked up. But another 5 years, inflation gonna be really bad, man. Like the gap between rich and poor is gonna be really bad.
Even the cars right now. My boy's trying to look for a car.
Hard.
Oh my God, I'm so glad. So I bought a car in a quarantine in the pandemic.
Right.
I still feel blessed for it.
Same.
I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to my homie over there in Brooklyn, man. He wasn't even supposed to sell a car to me.
Damn.
I was driving in 2 days
Don't
dirty.
incriminate yourself.
I was driving 2 days
I wanted
dirty.
to ask him, like, yo,
What?
who's your man? But then I know
I want to
Alex
stitch on
come
him.
with like different
I got you. We gonna
principles
talk.
and
No, we
different
gonna talk.
rules.
I ain't
He's
gonna
gonna do it off air.
off air. I got you.
Off air.
But yeah, there are these solutions, like you say, like to bridge like the wealth gap slowly, but they don't want that to happen. That's why it's not happening.
Why would they?
Yeah. So
Why we need you to mop our, no disrespect to anyone, we need people to mop our floors. We need people to do the jobs that other people don't want to do.
So
they need to keep you down like that.
Price, you're right.
Why create robots?
Because what it's gonna do is, you know what robots are gonna fucking do?
But that's what I'm saying.
All right, calm down, Dev. You talk a little too excited for me.
If you're like, yo, hey, I'm gonna get here and I'm gonna keep people here, then why the fuck do you create the technology? Because the rich create the technology.
To keep them right where they want you.
Yes.
The poor don't create the technology.
No.
The rich create the technology,
No.
but they create it to keep the poor down.
Right.
Is that
Yes.
kind of what you're
Or
saying?
not down where you are. Where they want you.
They keep you right there.
Right where they want you.
When AI really takes off, my brother, there are going to be so many jobs that get lost, and the divide is going to get bigger and bigger because guess what? Now, as a business
Make
owner,
people hungrier.
in the
It's
rest
kind of
of
like Squid Game. I wish I would have saw this.
the way these fast food restaurants are going to start to be set up is it's going to be all robotic, right? And it's going to
All
be one
kiosks.
person overseeing. It's going to be one employee for that McDonald's,
God damn.
and it's going to be a dub.
So now, what Dev is saying, Dev, I just want to add to what you're saying. They strip things from you. So as a human being, a provider, a go-getter, if you are stripped from certain things, you're now forced to act in other ways.
That's right.
To get what you've normally been getting.
That's right.
Squid Games did a lot of that.
And
Koreans
that's
ahead of the game.
Where it's going to start to keep trickling down and stuff
Right,
like that.
right.
There's, bro, so many people going to lose their jobs. They're already doing it with the truckers. That job is going to be clip. Ubers, clip.
No,
Give
even
it some years.
fast food restaurants too. It's already happening with the kiosks and shit.
Exactly, it's happening.
Supermarkets?
Okay, so I got a
Clip.
question. Hey,
this
I got a
shit
question.
is scary.
So,
Fucking really scary.
if society does move closer to an AI functioning kind of society, is that putting us in danger? Or is that kind of helping?
Will Smith
get us
tried to
to-
tell us.
Did you see that robot, nigga?
Will Smith tried to tell us.
Tell me.
Depends
right?
on who you're saying for.
Because there's creepy niggas like, for me, right? Ubers. I'm a guy. I'm
Okay.
a guy. I'm kind of built. I'm stocky. I'm tall, whatever. I can defend myself, right?
Okay.
I get into an Uber. I don't have any fears. The
Sure.
only fear that I have is like this nigga might drive me off a bridge.
Sure.
Other than that,
Kill us.
you can't really take me to no alley and really do much to me unless whatever the case. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like
Right.
I feel
Right.
secure in my
No,
skin
absolutely.
that I
Right.
could defend myself at any time, any place.
Right.
There's women who don't feel the same.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So
With
now,
every Uber ride.
as a Uber driver, there's a responsibility that comes with that.
Yes.
As a Uber passenger, there's I won't say a fear, but a concern.
Yeah.
There's a concern that comes with being a passenger who may not be confident in their physical abilities to be like, yo, get the fuck away from me.
Okay.
With AI,
Okay.
not having the human aspect.
Right.
There's I can't tell a computer, hey, I have kids at home. please just spare me from whatever creepiness, weirdness that you're about to do.
Okay.
Just spare me. The computer says, hey, I'm going to do this.
Right.
I'm going to do this.
Does
and
its
they
job.
execute.
Right.
Is that safer? Is that more dangerous? Like, are we moving into a more dangerous lane or way of living with AI becoming more prominent?
Two sides of a coin.
I thought about this because when Teslas first started like being a thing like years ago, I was like,
Tesla.
whoa, what the hell, the self-driving cars or whatever. And my
Right.
friend who's like really into like tech and shit, he's like, I was like really scared. I was like, how is this even like possible? Because this was years ago.
Right.
And the one thing he said to me, he was like, you have to remember like machines are more perfect than humans,
That's
like
right.
statistically. So like if like both are driving, a human is like highly more likely to crash than this machine. So I was like, okay, that makes sense. So I guess we're good, but I don't know. It's not that simple. It's not that simple.
But here's my thing. That's always how it's framed with technology. It's like, hey, this is for the greater good. This is good. But there's always an adverse effect. That's why I said there's two sides to this coin.
Always.
So, at the end of the day, yes, safety for sure, especially with the women aspect. Like, absolutely. It's going to be safer for our roads. It's going to be safer for a lot of things, right? But at the same time, a lot of people are going to lose their jobs. There's another part of that is going to be catastrophic at some point.
And what happens when they decide to code the other side of that robot? Okay,
The evil side?
I won't even call it the evil side.
There's always-
But you can. Let's say you could code a robotic.
It gotta be.
And that's my point. Right? You can code a robotic arm to go back and forth.
Right.
Why you can't program that robotic arm to give you a middle finger or punch you
to
in the
punch
nuts?
you, yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's like
we're going to get to a point.
that's the issue.
Here's my thing. We're going
That's
to get
the
to a
issue.
point, right?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what's going to fucking happen.
Yeah.
We're going to get to a point. This is going to be a time capsule one day. I've been 30,000 years from now. Sooner or later, robotics is going to take over. It's going to be something we push forward. There's going to be the first robot that kills a human. It's going to happen some way, somehow.
goodness.
And it's going to be a big situation. And then we're going to rethink this entire thing that we've already created. And it's going to be a big fight about that in general. Because it's going to happen. Because someone's going to be able to program
Tesla is
hack.
actually creating the humanoid.
Yes.
What?
It's
Yeah,
what's
What
the
does that
program
mean?
called?
A human
robot.
No,
They
but like-
announced
from
it.
Tesla. They calling it a
I'm
human.
very passionate about this, by
But
the
to
way.
do like what? Like a
Jobs, like things.
God damn.
Now,
See what I'm saying?
Elon,
Oh my God.
I will say,
scared.
They already have like the sex robots.
oh yeah, I'm
my
copping. Elon, I'm
Like,
dead
they
ass.
already got
If
it. They already have it.
It is over.
Nah, Hush it
I'm
better.
so
Hush it
good.
guarantee
If you
what?
give me a sex robot, bro, it is over.
Hush it guarantee what? It come
I'm
with.
good.
They already got it.
Elon Musk suggested something. He said that for every robot that you have in your company, you should be taxed for it. And I agree with that.
Why?
So,
Why is
because
that?
That's eventually going to be your
Makes
employee.
sense.
see it like this, when Amazon doesn't have to hire all of these people, how much money are they fucking saving, and how much more money are they making? Right? They're gonna be making a lot more money, but they're doing work. It's doing harm to the economy because people can't get jobs. So they believe he brought it up that hey, we should tax for every single robot that you get. So at least there's something that we're garnering off of this technology that you're just kind of alienating people at some point. You know what I mean?
Is Elon Musk? Is he helping us, or is
You're going to be like, is he an alien?
No, I want to ask.
Nah, that
because
would've been a
honestly,
safe question, though.
That's a real question because
Yes.
his name just got pushed,
But you know what though?
and I know there's a ton of scientists. He has a lot of people on his team. He did not create Tesla. Like, if anybody doesn't know, Tesla is an actual person.
Yes,
Yeah.
Nikolai.
Like,
Nikolai,
yeah,
yeah.
Nikolai, like from the 70s,
Yeah.
he's been around, but
Right.
Elon Musk brought the name, brought the brand to the forefront.
Right.
Elon Musk is with Kanye West. Elon Musk is making the headlines.
He's been around since the 90s,
He's
though.
been around for a
PayPal.
while.
PayPal,
But
yeah.
He was I think he was a big
been
owner in
around.
PayPal.
that's what it
And he
was.
sold it.
I don't know his origin story. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
cool. When you think about men, right? Men, we all have the same villain origin story when we become a piece of shit.
Right.
What?
It's kind of true. Wait, let me see what you say first.
Yeah,
Before I
let
say
me-
something.
No, it's not true. With SaVon, we're talking about.
Nah, you gotta agree with me though.
You're talking about like the one girl.
I caught
No,
myself.
like
Tell me though. Yes, Reggie. Let him know.
the one
Reggie,
girl,
no.
the one girl in 7th grade that breaks your heart, and then
Thank
now
you.
he's a piece of shit for the rest of his life.
Thank you.
You have to heal.
Y'all are
have
fucking
that.
No,
losers.
man, you have to heal.
Let
go
go
to
of the 10th
therapy.
grade. Yeah, my
We
nigga.
gonna
There's a
talk
Now,
good girl out there for you.
We
okay?
all have this origin story. I did not know Elon Musk's origin story.
Okay.
Right? He just popped
That's a
up. And
good
then
movie
Tesla,
idea.
But listen, Tesla,
like a parody or some shit.
Steve Jobs, right?
Okay.
Steve Jobs, his work has been documented.
Okay.
But Elon Musk, it really hasn't. It's almost like a brand. It's almost like
or has it, and we just don't know.
I don't think you just don't know, bro. He's been around since the 90s.
Hey, he's open. He's very open.
Yeah.
He has done Joe Rogan maybe 2-3 times. He sits down, talk. Remember, he got in trouble for smoking weed. He's a regular, like he's a cool dude, man. I really like Elon Musk. Like
I think I know where he's getting at though. SaVon, my fault, Dad. Like as of recent, it looks more front facing.
In what way? What do you mean?
Like just Elon Musk as a person.
It's a brand.
As a person.
It's
I get it. But he's been around since
He's a
the
figure.
90s.
But
He's like in the public eye a lot.
Look at this, right? If I didn't do my due diligence in researching what Tesla was, I would have thought that Elon Musk created Tesla. That's how great branding he's done.
I definitely thought that.
He is the Kanye West.
I don't want to say nothing.
He is like the Kanye West of tech.
Created the word Tesla, or you mean
the brand?
The brand, the technology, the word, even the word.
Oh no,
I don't hear Tesla and think of last name.
He's the visionary.
I don't think Nikola. What's his name?
Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla. He has a very interesting story, by the way.
Fuck you, Alex.
The real Tesla.
Fuck Alex.
Yeah, fuck him. He has a really good, interesting story too. He has a really good story. Nikola Tesla has a really amazing story.
I'm gonna get into it. One day, I'm gonna have the conversation. I'm gonna really do my research,
right?
Because I think it's humans. Yeah. Even the vaccination, right? It's a thing. I'm gonna get vaxxed, by the way.
Don't say the word. I'm dead serious because YouTube's pulling any content that.
Yeah. I'm gonna get
the juice.
I'm gonna get normalized.
because now it's normalized. Don't say that either.
But in New York City, that is the standard.
It's called normalized.
No, that's what.
People say normalized.
I'm gonna get normalized this weekend because for my own reasons, I believe that you want to protect the people you love.
Okay.
And there's been a lot of due diligence, and there's been time that has passed that said, hey, this may be a good thing, and for you to conform to society, you got to do it, right? I don't knock anybody who doesn't want to do it or who feels like, hey, I got to do more research, but that's up to their discretion.
Right. Nice.
I wanted to kind of switch gears a little bit.
Okay.
Right.
Switch.
Yeah, this definitely has to be a segment, like a tech talk with.
I love that type of stuff. I love talking about tech.
Not TikTok, tech, like
not
technology.
TikTok.
No, I like it. I love it. I love it.
With
I love
need to know.
Tech.
Need to know
because I could see like the passion coming out. You're very knowledgeable. In this.
So passionate about that stuff, man.
Well, we can keep it in that same vein, right? But have you ever had a a moment?
Here he goes.
Oh my God.
Here he goes.
No. It's nothing crazy. I promise you, it's nothing crazy. But have you ever had a moment where it's just like you're just too woke?
Me personally,
like, have you ever heard something that said, "Yo, I gotta chill"? I'm too black.
I can see
I'm
that.
too black
I'm
right now.
too black. I don't know about
wild
I'm
black
too
right
black.
now. I'm wild
like
right now.
you're just so
reservation.
Like I'm what?
Like I'm too woke.
You never heard that?
You're just too aware that you ruined something for yourself.
Yeah, yes. Thank you.
Okay.
Reggie, thank you for being on this podcast. Like, for real. Yo,
you gonna let that nigga sink right there.
As y'all know, right?
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can play this clip. But Alex, I'm gonna send this actually to you.
Okay. Copy.
Your screensaver is so cute. No, on the laptop.
Oh, okay.
It's like bonjour.
Yeah, bonjour. So for me, right, I was listening. So I'm really big into sports. I had somebody ask me the other day. They was like, "Hey, man, what do you do outside of like just working?" Right? That's my thing. I work, and Alex was there too. And when he asked me that, it kind of caught me off guard. I'm like, wait, what the fuck do I do? Like,
makes you realize how interesting you are.
I had that moment too on our 1-on-1 interview when SaVon interviewed me. I was like, I had the moment where I was like, yo, I need to find some hobbies outside of music. Since then, I found mad hobbies. I love cooking. I love reading. All of that.
That's good.
So I changed your life?
Yes, you did.
Oh my God. Look what you took.
Sometimes you just gotta lean into it. Sometimes you just gotta say yes. Nah, you're just gonna be like, yes, SaVon. Yes.
It's just for the podcast. You're just like, all right, but
I changed your life.
Like in my downtime, right? I realized I don't listen to like anything hip hop, pop culture, current events. Like,
wait, what?
I don't.
Wait, what do you mean?
I listen to sports. Right, so for me, I listen to sports podcasts
and people that listen to this podcast. We don't speak sports here. So
are you saying just in the podcast you consume, or just in general
in my personal life?
In your podcast life,
I don't listen to anything that has to do with music. I work for a pretty prominent podcast that covers current events, that covers hip hop, that covers whatever you kind of want to know if you're into like the shade room. Right. Me, I don't care about that kind of shit.
Me and you both.
Right?
Right.
So for me, it's sports.
Okay.
So when I heard something, right, I was listening to this podcast about fantasy football.
Okay.
I'm a really big fantasy football.
You're in a few leagues.
Shout out to anybody who's doing fantasy football. If you are 3-0, salute to you. If you're 0-3, sorry, it's kind of tough. I don't really know what to tell you.
What's your favorite team? Like, what's your favorite football team and basketball team?
Okay, so basketball.
I'm just curious.
I was a D-Wade fan.
Okay.
Right? I was a D-Wade fan.
Miami.
So I like Miami.
Okay.
I support Miami, and I support Phoenix because I used to love Steve Nash.
That's tough.
Oh,
Okay, that's cool.
So I'm not like
Respectful.
mainstream kind of, I love the
you're not.
Lakers.
that's better because like you have more like memories attached to it.
We're
Probably.
Laker fans.
Exactly,
Don't
exactly.
Fix your face.
I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan.
No, we're Laker fans.
No, I am a Nets fan.
We're Laker
I
fans.
am standing on my own.
We're
You don't control me.
You've like always been a Nets fan.
I've been a Nets fan for a very long time. Before it was cool.
No, that's what I was about to say. Like in recent years, now it's like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
As an
everybody-
adult,
Right.
I became a Nets fan, but as a child, I was a Sacramento Kings fan.
Reggie, you
Best
gotta
team
test
ever.
him.
Yeah.
How so?
So did you like Joe Johnson?
Did you like Joe
I
Johnson?
was that was when I was
Wait.
a Nets fan. I was a Nets fan around then.
Nah.
He was good. Joe Johnson was good.
Did
He
you
was
like
the
them
one.
when they
He
were
was our
in
guy.
when they were in
Darren
Jersey?
Darren Williams, yeah.
When they were Jersey Kings?
When they were Jersey Kings?
Were you still a Nets fan?
No.
Really?
I had to turn to Brooklyn. Where he from? He's like, nah, I'm from
So when they
Brooklyn.
came to Brooklyn, that's where
They
it
came
was.
to Brooklyn.
I'm like, I
Somebody
bet.
gave me. I'll tell you what
Yo,
happened.
he said no.
No, the answer is no. I had somebody. So a friend gave me tickets
Continental
to a Brooklyn Nets
Airlines
game,
Arena?
and I remember sitting there. You stupid. And I wound up sitting there, and I was at the Nets game, and they was playing Biggie and the Vibe, and everybody
you was
was from
catching
Brooklyn.
vibes.
I was like, I'm a Brooklyn Nets fan because it felt like home. I was like, yo, this is where I
one
belong.
time in the Barclays.
Yo, but it was right. 'cause it
Alex,
was-
stop.
'cause-
There's a touching
yo,
story. Stop.
Cause to hear Brooklyn, nah, fuck
nigga
y'all.
said, Biggie,
To hear
Biggie,
Brooklyn
Biggie.
shit,
That nigga said,
and
I'm a
with
fan.
Brooklyn, I'm
Yo,
like,
wait, hold on.
yeah.
No,
You're
that.
a real Brooklyn guy, bro.
I'm
Like,
a nigger. You can say nigger. He want to say nigger.
I was trying to hold back.
I'm
Like,
a Brooklyn
this
nigga.
nigga's mad important. Like,
Sorry, Oprah.
This nigga makes
I know
like
you don't
real
like that.
good songs.
Just context is
Oh,
just
my
No,
nigga.
like you guys always do this when I love Dev's story. Remember the vending machine with like the. Remember?
Niggas killed me for that.
No, because when he was explaining to us as a youngin how he wanted to be an engineer, because he had this like moment with the vending machine or something.
Yeah, with the tape. Yeah.
Y'all like fried him for that,
Fried me.
and now he's telling
Burnt
you his
me.
earliest basketball
That's
memory,
why
and he's
men
like,
don't share
"Oh, you
shit."
play
And they
big."
fried me.
Yo,
Why men don't
I
share
love
shit? My
his
fault.
stories,
It is
and you
men.
guys like just.
fault.
To be
shit
honest,
on-
Reggie, that's men do that. That's a man thing. Like,
why
why
we
do
be
that?
doing that though?
Yeah, we
do
gotta
that.
shit on
But
this
why we be
ill-ass
doing
nigga.
that?
This nigga's mad fucking cool. What the fuck? You
Dev
thought
is very cool.
Wait, you thought I was just gonna let him be mad cool on the podcast? Like, yo, fam,
I
chill.
appreciate it. I
That's
appreciate
love.
it.
That's how men show love.
But why we
It
do
is.
that? I
It-
hate
it
my
really
species
is.
on
Form
the
of
low.
flattery. Huh?
On the low, I hate my species.
Why you hate him?
Alex,
Where the fuck he come from?
There's a lot
I feel
of-
like he just walked in the door.
he even
my
wants to get
species.
this off his chest, so.
But
we
I'm a
should let
man.
him. We should
Why?
let him.
So why do you hate our species? Because I am also a man. I identify as a man.
So
as
shout
a
out to all
man.
the men out there, man.
Okay.
You know, the men. I'm gonna say that again. The men.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I don't know. Just sometimes you ever see, and you, Reggie, this could apply for you too. With women.
Now Reggie's a okay.
No, she's not a man.
Okay.
Yeah, what you doing over there, Reggie?
Have you ever just seen something that your species done, and you like, yo, fam, you got us looking real bad
All the
bro.
time.
I just did this last
Like-
week, and SaVon made a whole clip out of it.
Oh,
when
with
I
the
called
girl-
bitches not funny.
Oh yeah, nah, I know your ass.
Oh,
And now
bitch is not
now people
funny.
think I'm like, no, I'm kidding, but I stand by that.
I
But
love
I
wrestling
stand-
bitches.
But I stand by it.
No, because if you're funny, you would not find that offensive. So.
Nah, I see what you're saying, but that wasn't even. I just feel like men sometimes be doing really corny shit, and then like once we do corny shit,
I love this segment. I love it.
Right, like them widespread amounts of women start to believe that majority of us are like that.
Okay.
and that's the shit I really fucking hate.
Okay.
I know
I'm
he's
gonna name you
he's
one
gonna
right
bring
now.
something up. What are you about to say?
I'm
He's
gonna
about-
name you one right now. I got you.
Okay.
There's this little trend going. I don't have TikTok, but I have Instagram, and they post, of course, some of the TikToks on Instagram.
Okay. The TikTok.
Shout out to Reels.
Shout out to the Reels. Word. I'm watching this TikTok, and it's a dude at dinner with a girl.
Okay.
He has the bill in his hand.
Okay.
So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, oh, he just trying to flex. All right. More men shit. But I was wrong.
Okay.
Homie then looks at the bill, recording the phone, and says, points the phone at her now and says, yo, we fucking tonight?
Oh, that's not.
Oh,
nice.
yeah, that's why I asked you what it was. It's like, oh, and then he splits it. Right?
And then
Wait.
and then depending on her answer, is how he wanted to go forward with the bill.
That's
if he
not.
want,
That's a fucking.
But see, it went viral. So now when a lot of women see
it's like a trend. Like there's mad remakes of that video. Like it's a trend right now.
Can I say something?
Please,
real quick,
bro.
fellas. I got us right now. I promise you, I got us.
I don't think he has us.
No, I got us.
I don't feel like I don't think he has us.
Dev, I got us.
Dev was like, no.
That's not a man thing.
What do you mean?
But only men been doing.
But listen to this. What you just described is called something my brother Maul said once.
Okay.
The viral virus.
The viral virus.
Okay.
People will say and do things to go viral.
Okay.
That is not who we are as a consensus of men.
That's what I be saying.
I've never seen a bill. I don't give a fuck how tall that bill is, how long that bill is. I've never indicated that and said, you know what? I'm gonna fuck her depending on how large this bill is.
Yeah, but that's you. You don't think there's men out there?
I don't.
Yes.
I don't.
Okay, I don't think-
I don't, bro.
There's definitely men out there like that.
No, I don't think they do it like that directly though.
They're not men. They bitch ass niggas.
I don't think they do it that directly like the video, but there are definitely men who say like, "Yo, I spent like $300 on this date, and you were not gonna fuck." Like they feel entitled to the pussy after the date.
Do you
like
know
that.
how ill you gotta be to spend $800 and not expect to fuck?
Yeah.
And not be pressed to fuck?
Me.
That's a thing. Yo, fella, wait. Y'all gotta have more respect for yourself. You have to have more respect for yourself.
What do you mean more respect for yourself?
you mean?
You're saying if you spend that much?
If you're a guy and you spend that much, you should do it because you can.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
Because you want to.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
Because whatever her company was, it was worth that price tag.
Right.
It doesn't mean, yo, if I spend this amount, I gotta fuck.
Yeah.
What?
But see, that's what I'm
okay.
saying.
I'm sorry. I thought that's what you said.
What you think niggas is doing?
That's my point.
What
might as
niggas
well-
are- Yo,
That's
kill
my
him.
point.
Pay for pussy
Put him on
at
Squid
that
Games.
point. We just
Put
pay
him on
for
Squid
pussy.
Games. Put him on Squid
And
Games.
that's
Put
my
him on
point.
Squid
That's
Games.
how angry it gets me, bro. Because now, when this shit goes viral with the viral virus, how you said, and mad women start to see it, they start to say, "Oh man, I actually been on a date like that.
No,
I felt weird." Shit is real life, bro. But you
That
make
shit
us look
that
real
shit is
bad.
happening. That shit is happening.
It's
As far
happening,
as
bro.
the niggas thinking like that,
For a
niggas
fact.
do that.
The mindset.
I know niggas do
Ladies,
that. There's no way men
Real
don't do
niggas
that.
know what time it is. Real niggas do not put a price tag on a pussy. Remember that.
It's real corny.
Real niggas do not put a price tag on.
Real niggas will tell you no.
Yeah.
That's
You
what
feel
real
me?
niggas
Like-
do.
Yeah.
No, I'm good. I don't want to have sex tonight.
Yeah.
That's what
Like-
real niggas do.
But see, now to my next point.
What?
Not to my next point.
I don't wanna
Okay.
fuck.
Can
now
we shoot that nigga?
Yeah, we should.
What is up?
All right,
Wow,
we'll
no
talk later.
violence. No violence. We don't
Never
have
mind,
to do
never
violence.
mind. No,
this.
peace. We ain't gonna. Everybody peace.
He's
Everybody
out of
peace.
control.
Maybe not us.
Everybody peace.
He's out of
But
control.
like,
But see-
he got to be a lesson has to be learned. You can't pull out a bill and be like, "Oh, hey, we fucking what?" Whether it's viral or not, it's corny, bro.
And I think
and that's my point.
when it goes viral,
Yeah.
both genders use that clip and quote tweet or whatever to like project how much they hate like men like this, and then
Right, exactly.
men project like I would
use it as
never
a
do this.
reference.
Like people
This is
use
just
that.
a bad
Thank you.
person. Like what?
Yeah.
Like this is not all men. Stop. I ain't gonna lie. One thing that always bothers me is when I don't want to say it like this. Don't group us all into one thing. Like I will never group women into one boat and category. Like yo, all
Everybody
women
different.
be. I'm not gonna do that.
Everybody
Like
different.
please, like
Because there are good women out there.
They're
There's
great
good,
women. They're great women. Not every
Great
woman
men
is the
out there.
same. They're great men. It's out there, but like don't group us. I hate when I get assumed. Like there's prejudice on
Because then
me.
you don't get a chance for yourself.
Yes.
And that's really what it is. What the men I'm speaking to, you don't give us a chance.
Yeah. I don't-
And you don't get a real chance for yourself.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't like when like women come in, like for instance, I get girls that come in here and be like, "Oh wow, who decorated?" I'm like, us,
Dev.
like me, and they're like,
He was
us,
up at Home Goods.
No woman,
Yeah.
no, that's not true. Like,
Right.
what is up with you? Think men are not capable of like fucking?
Yeah,
doing
he bought
nice
all these
things?
succulents.
That was my point.
Clouds in the sky.
Yeah, like we're not
That's my
capable. I'm like,
point.
why do you think we're not capable of
Yo.
doing something nice?
Yeah,
Like,
so we
I
probably-
don't like
it's
that.
weird.
All right, so we probably now. I got one more.
You got one more?
got one more
please
beef I got
let
with
it out. Let it
dude.
out.
Phone man.
After you get to it, I want to go back to me, like, or not just me, just people being too woke.
Oh yeah.
yeah.
We even finished people being too woke.
Continue.
Now this is my last.
Because I haven't. I'm sorry. He got me tired. I'm so sorry. We have on phone man here, and he's saying I've been disrespectful to the lady. No, I just been being honest and truthful with you, and your millennial ass, you get like, yeah. All right. See? All right.
That's crazy.
I'm going to holler at you after.
That's super crazy.
You better stop. I don't like your tone, nigga. Yo, niggas go to college? Nigga went to college and switched up on
Yo,
me crazy.
He's a new
They
man.
start growing up real fast.
OD, I
Calm that shit
AirPod
down.
in your ear and shit. You fucking, all you missing is a fucking phone on your hip. You fucking, yeah, you old school nigga.
Old school nigga.
I'm gonna,
beeper.
He's like
I'm gonna
14.
holler at you in a
He's like 14.
second.
Come, so Dev, come on. They can't see it.
Watch your ass, bucko.
Yo, it's just one more beef I got.
I'm sorry.
We too easy to fuck.
What?
I don't like that.
What do you mean?
I don't like that.
We
We
give
too
too much
easy-
access to our penises.
We too
I
easy
agree
to
with you.
fuck. We
I actually
too
agree with
easy.
you.
It's to
I
a
agree with
point
you.
now where like women can literally predict us.
That's very true. I agree.
I fucking hate that shit,
I agree.
bro. Like even
That's
if
why you be saying like when you say no
Mm-hmm.
to sex, that like throws the girl off.
Way off.
That's why he was saying that.
If I
Because it
really
works.
like you, I'll say no. I'll say no to it. The first, like if it's like I'm like no, I really want to wait, throw you completely off, and depending on her reaction is how I move forward.
Yeah,
because
I'll be
she'll throw a slur at me. I don't want to say what it is, and I'm like, oh yeah, never mind. I'm not fucking
so
with
throw
you.
a slur at me.
Yeah.
You sitting here like
I can't say no. Like no, you can't say no. Like that's how some women will make you feel. Like you can't say no. Yes, I can, and I'm gonna take back what's mine.
and once again, it's just back to how we're viewed.
Uh-huh.
So it's like, oh yeah, all men is easy anyway. Oh, I know he want to fuck me. Oh yeah, I could get him. And it's like, yo, we like SaVon said this in the top of this episode. I want men to start caring for themselves more, man.
Yeah, care about yourself,
Like
man.
just put you like you come on, show your worth.
To be honest though, do you honestly believe that
Yeah.
I think that men are wired so different. Like as men, we're wired so different sexually that I
wants
just
to
feel
believe.
like we'll never know our worth.
Nobody wants to believe that.
We'll never know our
I
worth.
didn't know that
Can
the sentence was gonna end like
that real
that.
quick? Can I
Yeah.
speak to that real
Please.
quick?
We'll never
Before we get
respect
into it?
ourselves.
Now he's talking.
No, there was a conversation, all right? So let's say this. I was watching a show.
Okay.
There was a show.
Squid Game? No, I'm
and-
kidding.
Not
Reggie
Squid
is
Game.
here, my nigga.
In the
I have
building.
arrived.
But
Stream
there was
that
a
shit now.
show,
Yeah.
and there was a woman, right? The main character was a woman, and she was in a relationship with another woman and a guy.
Okay.
Right? So it was like a open relationship.
Oh, okay.
Everybody was cool with it. Everybody was on the same page.
Okay.
Got it.
And this woman, she was dating. When you're in an open relationship, ask Will Smith and Jada, you can date outside of like your
shit.
main base, your main
Okay.
foundation.
Your base.
That's fly
Your
shit.
base, yeah,
Home
yeah,
base.
your base,
Your
right?
base.
And so the woman was like, "Hey, I'm not really sure why people kind of sexualize me as a being, as a person. Like I'm a
This is
person.
the woman saying that?
I have feelings, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. And the premise of the story was like, yo, it'll be hard to kind of detach you from the lifestyle that you live because men aren't programmed enough to kind of individualize or compartmentalize you compared to the lifestyle. So let me say this. If
Okay.
you meet a woman, right, Alex, Dev, Reggie, if you meet a guy who says, hey, I date 2 girls.
Okay.
Dev, Alex, if you meet a woman who says, hey, I sleep with women, you're automatically going to go to, oh, wait, you sleep with girls? Reggie's going to think, oh, wait, you got other girls? Like, I could be. You're
Okay.
going to automatically put them in a group.
Okay.
Although they may not really see
Correlate.
themselves as that.
Okay.
Because we just aren't really programmed or trained to compartmentalize, like, yo, this is a person and this is their lifestyle.
Okay.
We kind of blend those two things together. It's almost like when a woman meets a rapper and says he's a rapper. So I know he fucks mad women.
Right.
Yeah.
Or this guy's a podcaster.
So he's talking.
So I know he
mad-
fucks mad.
mad women.
I hate that.
And nobody says that about podcasters.
I was wondering. I was
but
like,
I'm
what do
gonna
people
say
say?
it.
Like,
No,
they get-
nobody says
they
about
get-
You be saying
podcasters.
it about
women.
me, and I be
But-
trying to dispel it.
Podcasters get the women.
So
Chill.
it's one of those things where you kind of just put a stench or you put a connotation on somebody.
Yeah.
And your preconceived notion on this lifestyle.
Exactly
Yeah.
Right.
But
Right.
that doesn't necessarily mean it's true.
That's very true. That's fuck. I had such a good
You
point.
feel
Go
me?
ahead.
Like R&B artists,
But you-
R&B
yeah.
artists. Let me talk to this nigga.
Yeah.
That R&B artists,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
I say this all the time. I'm like, yo, Dev, I'm such a big fan of your music. I love your lyrics. I love your songs.
Okay.
I love your melodies. I love your messages. You are fucking great.
Thank you very much.
And then I say, wait, you said, hey, I'm in a relationship. Excuse me. You said
He's passionate.
right?
He's passionate.
You said
He's passionate. Let it go.
I'm in a relationship,
Right.
And I think to myself, like, wait, how do you say these things while being in a relationship? How do you sing a song like "fuck my ex" while you're in a relationship?
You want me to let you in on the secret?
Let's go.
Please.
This is my camera right here, Pierre.
Yeah, that's your single.
It's just a song.
Yo, SaVon, it's just a podcast. That's your shit. Get that off.
Drops mic.
It's just a podcast.
Podcast ends there.
It's just a song, babe.
All right. I'll
You always
take
gotta
it.
add the babe.
And you know what's crazy?
Just a song.
I'll take it.
And the thing with a podcast, we can be pulling from so many experiences from our life, from any time period.
Same.
So that's why now I don't feel uncomfortable. I ain't gonna lie. When we first started this shit, bro, nah, man, I was like, damn, they listening.
Yo, I didn't realize. No, I didn't know. Honestly, when I first met Alex, I didn't know you had so much PTSD.
Oh yeah, I got mad PTSD.
I didn't know you was like
worried about what people
mad hood
would hear. Oh, you didn't know this nigga was mad hood?
Yo, this nigga is a thug.
Yes.
No, I'm not, bro.
I've hung out with him a few times. I'm like,
I didn't know
who is
really
come from
like
who am I with? Yeah.
No, you come from an amazing home. Your mom, your aunt, like your family, they've done an amazing job with you. You've done an amazing job, but that doesn't like discount the fact that like
the street in you, this hood.
I don't
want to
beef with you. Like who? Like
I went to college.
Watch. You gotta watch Alex's lives. That's when you find out like the hood in him, cause his whole lingo, he be like, "Yo, it was good. Like we in the store. Yo." Blico. You know you got friends with those names.
He puts me on to all the like new hood slang.
Yes. But you ever heard of day room?
Day room, yeah. You mad? Acting mad day room.
I just found that word.
Yo, if a nigga acting day
Wait,
room
what?
with you,
like,
stop
you
talking.
mad? You niggas acting wild day room, my nigga.
Think
you never
about
heard that?
You never heard that?
Never.
I just got put onto that.
You
It's some
ready,
Brooklyn
bro?
shit.
It's some everything shit.
Oh, it's everything?
I never heard.
Day
So when
room.
so somebody say you acting mad day room, you acting like a nigga in the daycare. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I thought it was jail shit because they said in the day room of the jail.
They're being
some
supervised.
Shit. Supervised, yeah. You acting mad day room.
You acting mad day room, bro.
My
You in the
nigga,
day room in the
that
club with you. You acting
blew
goofy.
my
You
mind.
acting
Here's the
geek.
Need to Know
Something, man. You out of
podcast.
your mind.
One of the young boys in here, he was like, "Oh, that's some day room
Day
shit." I
room
said,
shit.
"The
And that's
fuck?"
been around
Yeah,
for
I've
a few
never heard
years.
that.
The fuck is that? He
But
said,
you
"Y'all
would've
niggas acting
fired
day
him.
room."
What about Trees? You heard about Trees?
Nah, I'm keeping him around. Fuck
'Cause
that.
he
I want
would've
to
been-
know. Tell me.
You would have been too entrenched in the streets.
Trees is some shit I've heard.
Yeah, I've heard that
Everybody
before.
knows
I hate that word though. I'm not
Yeah.
fucking with that. Or 1090 was a thing.
Baba,
Baba, I feel like I might have heard
Baba,
that.
what's going on?
I heard.
Come on,
You ever
come
heard
on.
of Cotty? You ever heard Cotty? Like, yo, she a Cotty?
No.
Yo, what's up
That's
with
old
you?
school.
Who you
I've never
hanging
heard.
with?
I've
You
never
never heard
heard.
it? She a
I've never
Cotty.
heard.
Like, yo, she a Cotty.
I've never heard.
All right, never mind.
Yeah.
All right, I'm left.
Real quick, before we get into like the next thing, right? I wanted to talk about something that I feel like I was really just too woke, bro. And I don't really think I'm the wokest nigga ever, right?
Okay.
But I was listening to the show because I told y'all I don't listen to any hip hop entertainment content outside of this podcast, outside of what I work for. Like I really don't.
Okay.
Like I really try to detach myself from all of that shit.
Okay.
And so, yo, Alex, you go hear it too. So I was listening to this fantasy football podcast.
Okay.
right?
You about to destroy everything.
I'm really into it, man. I'm
Okay.
really competitive. I want to win.
Okay.
Like Alex, Reggie, Dev, I want to win. Like I fucking hate. If there's anything in this world that I hate,
Is Alex okay?
I fucking hate losing.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm always gonna give myself the advantage of winning.
Okay.
So when I'm so invested into fucking fantasy football, I
Okay.
listen to the podcast. So now
Okay.
I'm listening to like the whitest of whitest podcast ever.
Okay.
And I'm cool with that. I don't give a fuck. But I heard this clip.
Yeah.
And
Where
I'm gonna just play it and then I'll explain to you why I'm like, yo, wait, these niggas sound like 19, not even 19, 1789. Like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Oh my
Trading
God.
players and fucking, hey, the value of this guy and just hold up. Let's see if I can get this playing.
It feels slavery-ish.
It sounds it, but it's really not. Like these guys really mean
There's like
no
a recent
harm.
I
episode.
can smell a
It
Confederate
just happened
flag.
this past
So
this
I would
past
start
weekend.
trying to make moves
Hold up, here we go. Let's do it.
What are you about to play?
this week. So I would start trying to make moves to get what you can and sell high on Antonio Gibson. Don't give him away. We're not.
So he said sell high on a
You
player.
are fucking nuts. What
But
you're
listen,
doing.
just listen
You
to
are
what he's
fucking
doing.
wildin'.
He said, I'm going to sell high on a player,
This week.
Antonio Gibson.
So I would start trying to make moves to
I'm gonna play the
get
whole
what you
thing.
can and sell high on Antonio Gibson. Don't give him away. We're not trading him for Jacoby Myers and Tyler Higbee. We're looking for something better than that. Maybe we're packaging Antonio Gibson with another player on our team to get a much better running back. That's what I would look for. I am worried about him week 5 on.
Okay. I think I'm
SaVon.
But that's all about packaging, bro. I'm telling you, I'm too woke, bro. I'm too woke.
No, this is about like trading.
Just trading
players?
Fantasy players.
Reggie,
it's not a real league.
Don't feed him.
No, I'm not. So like, is this the first time they've talked about the trading players in this manner, or like this one just like stuck out?
This
to you?
is very common verbiage, and
like when they're talking about that topic.
Yeah.
Reggie,
it's very.
I'm just
common.
asking.
don't be a friend. Let him.
Say.
But I started it by saying I'm too woke.
So what do you? Okay, so in your wokeism, what is it that you are so woke about within this context?
You know what?
Like that language sounded like, oh shit.
What are you implying?
If I was listening to this clip, right, in front of fucking Malcolm X,
all right,
he would banish me from me.
All right.
So you got that they were talking about slave trading in that
Because you know what it is? This whole woke culture, it kind of makes you look at everything deeper than what it is.
Oh,
So
okay, now you having a real conversation.
Me being such a sports fanatic, right?
Okay.
The term fan is short for fanatic.
Okay.
I am a sports fanatic. So every aspect of sports, I'm looking at from the owner to the GM to the coach to the player, right?
Okay.
Star player. We've seen this said all the time. The star player on the football team is predominantly a quarterback. The quarterback is predominantly white. The leader of the team, the most important position on the team
is white.
Is
usually
traditionally white, right?
Sure.
Up until recent, within the last 10, 15 years, whatever the case may be.
Absolutely. Shit,
right?
more like
When a white
7,
guy,
8.
Yeah, even that,
Yeah.
7, 8, right?
Yeah, about 7, 8 years.
Going back to basketball, the coach, normally a white coach, white GM. There's nobody black in the front office. The only prominent black person in the organization is the face of the franchise because he has the talent, the skill, the physical attributes to kind of be that star. Now, again, I'm telling you, I'm too woke. I don't necessarily believe it.
I have to get this out.
It's a thing.
This is not.
That's what I've been.
I just want to
don't
say,
want to live like this, bro.
For me personally, I did not think that man was talking about slave trading.
No, neither did I.
Neither
did I.
Nor was I sensitive to that. When I heard it, I just heard him just talking about sports.
Me too.
Go for it.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm too woke.
But SaVon.
That's not too
I
woke.
gotta stop listening to the content that I consume. It's Charlamagne's fault.
To be honest, if you're that
No, for real. Honestly, I gotta talk to Charlamagne. I fuck with this nigga so much. Like Charlamagne's content, I'm a real big fan. He inspired a lot in me.
Okay.
And he's really just been pushing that woke shit a little too much. Yo, bro, chill.
To the point.
I fuck with your content,
Well, you thought
bro.
a fantasy football guy was talking about slave trading.
Nah, but there's truth here. But the funniest shit about this.
What do you mean there's truth there?
I was just envisioning SaVon looking at his TV. I'm too black.
I'm too black.
I'm too black.
To yell I'm too black is crazy.
But wait, all right, because you're talking about football, and
Okay.
I'm snickering over here because I seen something on Twitter this week that's right up this alley. It's funny you brought this shit up, baby.
Okay.
Send the chat so we can see.
Oh, yes, I'm going to send it to the chat. I'm going to send the thread to the
my
chat.
iPhone.
I'm not bugging because I love everybody.
No.
Like, I'm really the man of the people.
Yo.
Like, I've
okay.
been killed because people be like, oh, yo, you're not woke enough, you're not this enough, you're not that enough.
Really?
So
Cool.
sometimes you be thinking like if you're bugging or not, right? And you were talking about sports. NFL on Fox. They had a tweet and delete, and I just sent it to the group chat. They had a tweet and delete over.
Oh,
the weekend.
no.
And the caption is, "Who wore it better?" All right, and they got Jalen Ramsey side by side, Django.
Oh, I saw this.
In the getup, the blue. If you've seen, I just said this to the group chat.
Oh, my God. I
If you
didn't know this
see-
was the context.
If you've seen Django, you know that little blue shit he got with the white around the neck tie. And they captioned it, "Who wore it better?" And they deleted it.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
So sometimes, SaVon, you don't be knowing if it's like, if you're too spot on.
I don't know.
Or if it's really
How did
racist.
this get past everyone?
Fam, do you see that?
Did it?
Yeah, I sent it to you.
Oh no, wait.
Oh, you see it?
Here you go, Reggie.
I know the comments
The comments
Can you
were
see it?
on
You good?
fire.
I see it.
But for me, it's
I'm just in
just like,
disbelief.
I don't
Yeah.
know what not to support. I don't know what to support. It's like, I don't want to be too woke
my
because
God.
as black people, we have a responsibility.
Yeah.
We
To be
have,
woke.
you know what I'm saying? Like, we have to be conscious of our surroundings,
Look at that.
of the institutions that we subscribe to.
Yeah.
And again, you know, we've been blessed with athletic ability. Yeah. Like, that's just what it's been. I don't know why the genetics are like this. Like, we really like that.
We really like that.
Bro, think about the superstars of the last 20 years in the NBA. Yeah, them niggas is niggas. Like,
this conversation is so fucked up.
No, for real, though. Like, we might get a Luka Doncic. We might get a Dirk Nowitzki, a Steve Nash. Nigga, you go to the NBA, it's 95% black. Yes. You go to the NFL, it might be 95% black as well, right? So we've been blessed with these abilities. Yeah. So for me, it's like, I bet as a black man who's in the culture, who's in media, who's trying to understand and learn and be a part of and push the conversation, it's like, yo, when am I too woke? Like, I found myself talking about this guy because listen to me. Listen to me though. Like, I talk to my dad every single morning. I'm like,
where we going?
Dad,
where we going?
Listen, I got you.
As soon as he brings pops up, you know, Dad start tightening the mic.
Where we going?
My fault. I'm like, yo, Dad. Fantasy football is here. Fantasy football for me is like it's
like Christmas.
It brings people together. Yes. It's like Christmas. Yes. It brings people together. It's like, yo, I want to compete. Right? There's these athletic fucking aliens on the football field who I could never be. Who I want them on my team so I can perform to beat other people, accumulating a score.
Nice fire. I love that.
That's what fantasy football is. But then I get to saying, yo, Dad, I want to trade like Odell Beckham for like, you know,
SaVon, you're not gonna make this work.
No. He just wants to get this point across so bad.
And I'm like, yo, I shouldn't be saying this. It shouldn't be me. It's too woke. It's too woke. Bro.
And I don't watch the NFL at all. I'm really not a big supporter of the NFL. So
that's interesting.
I don't like it. I don't like being too woke, man.
But you know what though? There is a lot of things I've dealt with like that. Where it's like, am I bugging? Am I seeing this clearly? Or do they want me to decipher it both ways? You ever seen something like that where, like, even with the Fox shit, right? They deleted it.
The Fox shit is...
Imagine if they kept it up.
Insane.
Right? Imagine if they...
Oh, my God.
Imagine if they just kept that up and were really just trying to stick to their caption of who wore it better. So, like, to this conversation, a lot of the times, bro, I don't know. I be fighting because I don't know if they playing games with me too, or they letting it slide because they know it could go either way.
Can I be honest with you? I think outrage marketing is a real
thing. Outrage marketing, right?
Especially with like fashion design and shit like that.
Right.
Like they be mad. They genuinely know they're mad fucking racist.
And this is why I'm also a believer in I try my best not to lash out, not to respond, not to let certain things trigger me because I know in my heart that some people are looking for that response.
That's what they want.
That's exactly what they want, and it helps their agenda and what they're trying to do. So I always look at those types of things and I go, that's unfortunate. And I make that mental note. And what you could do if you are pissed off about that, what you can do is you can press unfollow. That's where you do it. Not respond, not retweet and laugh at it, not do anything. Don't unfollow. If you want to, if this shit hurts you, if you feel like that was wrong, the best way to do it is literally to press unfollow. That's detach yourself.
Don't give them the attention that they want.
Don't reply. It only makes it bigger. It's just like the concept of when Harry Potter. This is mad wild to say, but Harry Potter. This is a real thing. When they say the one whose name we don't say, Lord Voldemort. They don't say his name because it gives it power. So to me, it's the same thing. For instance, we can use this in our lives. 2016, the presidential election. What were we saying to win the election? What were we saying? We were saying fuck Trump.
Fuck Trump. Yeah.
That was the saying, right? Instead, we should have been saying vote Hillary.
Yeah.
That maybe you understand what I'm saying? We kept giving power. Why do we
to the other side of it?
Yeah, we give power, and it's just weird to me. Like when people do that, it's like you hate this, but you repost. Don't repost this. Like unfollow it. Now, granted, if there's an injustice happening, like police, brutality or anything like that, granted, we should spread awareness about that. But when it comes to Fox posting that, unfollow, man.
SaVon,
unfollow that.
You about to go get Malcolm X tatted?
Yeah, man.
I know you just got to do that.
He thinks that's.
He said, yeah.
SaVon said, I woke up too woke. He's not laughing hard enough.
Yeah, man.
I got one space left on my arm, man. I was thinking about putting Django on, like on Nat Turner. One of these niggas, like.
SaVon woke up too black.
One of these niggas.
It's mad niggas. Frederick Douglass,
niggas, bro.
Rosa Parks.
One of these niggas.
Niggas is like one of these niggas is gonna be on.
Nah.
I'm wildin'. Yeah. When I start looking around the room and people say I'm bugging out, I'm gonna just chill.
This nigga is never gonna meet Oprah.
Forget it, man.
I would never want to be Oprah.
Oprah's never gonna fuck with this nigga. Ever.
No, she will.
Own, we're done. We're fucking done. We're fucking done.
So
we'll never get an own deal.
So we just edit.
No. Hey,
It's a podcast. Like
it's a podcast,
bro. Think about it. Back in the day, they called niggas niggas.
Okay.
All right, you see? You know what's crazy?
What does that mean?
All right, so look.
What does that mean?
That'd be like, and?
So,
what does that mean?
I'm sorry.
What does that mean?
That's crazy. We was talking about something else.
No, but I just thought like
That's
being too woke is
crazy.
a thing, man.
It is. It is
I
a
think
thing.
being too woke is a thing.
On a serious note,
it could jade you from like just life. Like
on a serious note,
yeah.
I do believe that my beliefs do not identify me because my beliefs can be swayed. I'm open enough to listen to people and say, "Oh, I didn't see it that way," and change my opinion. That's why my beliefs are not my identity. That's why I'm not mad at anyone that has a certain signage in their window about certain things. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it's like, that's what you believe. You voted for that person. Yeah. That's your belief. As long as we have respect, I'm cool. That's it.
But I fully agree with that because there's people, we all have like been brought up through like different walks of life and all that. Yeah. But to a certain extent though, because like sometimes things are just like wrong. Like if someone's like mad racist, I'm like, no, that's your opinion. I don't do that. Yeah. And I'm not saying you said that either, but just saying.
Stupidity. You call me a nigger. Excuse me. I said that hard with an ER.
With the hard ER.
Talking about me.
I was in the context of talking about racism. I didn't just say it to you. But if you call me the N-word and you are someone that is out of my culture and you say it in a derogatory way.
That's just wrong. That's wrong.
I can detect nuance. I know when you're trying to insult me.
Right.
So that is like, hey, I don't agree with you. I'm going to fuck you up. Yeah. Let's stop. And that's it. But you have signage. I'm like, listen, this is my belief. I had a great conversation with a guy. He owned a bar. He voted for Trump. And I remember I'd go to his bar from time to time, and I'd have conversations with him, and I had great conversation, and we disagreed greatly, and I respected him for that because I'm like, he's like, this is why I did it, and I was like, oh, I understand, I see your perspective. Yeah. This is why I morally can't do that, blah blah blah, and we was great friends, and I think that's what that's what we're supposed to be doing.
That's
man.
actually really important.
Yeah,
I had a run-in like that recently too.
What?
Back in 2018, 2019, I was telling SaVon this too back then. I was just getting pulled over a lot. Like I was getting pulled over all the fucking time, bro. It was a time where I probably got, in 2018, 2019, I probably got pulled over, like, no funny shit, 6-7 times.
Okay.
So I'm like, all my shit's up to date, registration, license, all of that shit is cool. Anyway, I was getting my car serviced about 2 months ago. Okay. And you know how it would be when, white people start talking about politics and then they peep it's a black person in the room.
And they go cold.
You ever been there?
Yeah.
You ever know that feeling I'm talking about?
And I be sitting there like, hey,
you ever know?
belief, man.
My mechanic. I used to have like this mechanic. My entire family went for like 30 years. I went to this one mechanic. And when Trump came up for like his presidential race, it was clipped because they kind of made it overt. Like, fam, I don't fuck with you. Yeah. I want your money.
Right. And
it was one of those things.
And y'all weren't able to have that means of communication with each other.
The thing, like, and real quick, I'll let you get back to your point, right? Yeah. But when that whole time came, I was so fucking enamored by just the dynamic between certain people's beliefs, certain people's what they subscribed to, who they were, what they believed in. Right, like absolutely. I was enamored by that shit. Alex, you can attest to this. Yeah. We went to a majority Republican school. Like
absolutely.
It
PWI.
was straight
Republican.
Like, I would say 85-15 Republican to Democrat. Absolutely. And that doesn't, diminish you. It doesn't diminish you if you're Republican. Absolutely. But at that time, at the peak of the Trump administration,
it was a thing.
It said something. You know what I'm saying? Like identity. You knew what that means. Yeah. You kind of felt that.
There were rallies in the town over.
Unfortunately. Exactly. It was rallies. We were kind of in the thick of all of that. Absolutely. So for me, I was enamored just by understanding it or trying to understand what that other side meant. What is it that you really believe in? Why is it that you agree with these certain things? So I know exactly what you mean.
Perspective.
And it comes to the only way you could kind of get to a common understanding is through conversation.
Exactly.
Yes. Right? So I elected not to be the black person that was like side face in the corner. I decided to engage. Yeah. And you know what's crazy? So SaVon was just talking about how I can turn into the slurs and the slang. Yeah. I do that. That's very true. But when I get to this podcast, when I speak to certain people, I do like to be eloquent. Yeah. Because I like to do that with the people who are, I guess I have to prove a point. I guess it is I have to prove a point. So we just started to talk about, the disparage between how black communities are policed and how white communities are policed. And they were of the belief that it's all the same.
Okay.
So I was explaining to them that there was a time in 2018, 2019, I got pulled over 6 to 7 times. I had clean license, clean registration, etc. And these 2 white men were in awe.
Yeah.
I saw the compassion in them. And they was fake just trumping it up. Now, granted,
Trump it up.
They was just Trump. Granted, I
never heard that.
SaVon,
Trump it up.
I never heard that one.
SaVon, you making his next presidential music? SaVon, you making his
Nigga
next...
had the remix.
Nah, SaVon, we know what side you on.
Leave it. Do not do the beat.
We know what side you on, bro.
Fucking producer.
That nigga did the whole jingle. He did the Jamie Foxx jingle. Trump it up.
He's gonna run again, by the way.
No, and that's happening. We'll get to that, right?
It's gonna happen.
But I could
We
literally
shouldn't get
see
to that.
like the real. Yo, shut up.
We should leave that there. Sorry.
It's funny as hell. But
I get so
could
nervous
see-
whenever SaVon reaches for his laptop.
Yes, please.
Are you playing music?
Do
right now?
not. Oh,
Trump it up.
SaVon, Trump.
We're gonna get canceled.
Trump it up. That nigga said we came to get a Trump and we.
Reggie, come on, please, laugh with me. Chill, please.
Yo, chill. Nah, bro.
I don't support this.
bro, we're never gonna make. We're not gonna get invited anywhere.
Nah, I ain't gonna look. Yo, bro, my God, like niggas know, like Joe, that's my nigga, bro. He was a visionary, bro. He been a visionary.
Somebody's gonna chop that clip up
Trump,
and just
and
just go crazy.
Woo!
I wouldn't be surprised if I saw that in like a Trump ad on Facebook in 4 years.
Oh my God, how
Facebook to be
just SaVon saying black people love Donald Trump, and then you see him SaVon Trump.
Oh my God.
Don't do that.
You're a fool.
Yo.
You're wildin', bro. Don't do that.
I'm wildin'.
He's not gonna do that. We're
created
saying
You
the
know the
content.
power of the internet, so you just put it out there. And he's like,
Yo.
You created the you created the content.
be your own friends, man. I love this
People,
guy.
people don't understand QAnon and all the other stuff. The world is crazy. The
world is
crazy.
Question: has any of y'all watched? It's an HBO documentary. It's called QAnon Into the Storm.
Not yet.
It's about the QAnon.
I watched one.
I need every man and woman in this room to watch that documentary.
Say no more.
It will
HBO Max.
HBO Max.
This
Q
is not
Into
an
the
ad.
Storm. It's not an ad, but I need everyone to know what happened and what is happening on the internet that you're just not aware of at all.
And you wouldn't even realize until you saw something like
That's
this.
right. How there is this young man he's Japanese and I forgot where he's from, that is probably controlling everything.
Wait, what?
Was influencing millions of people under our nose, and we had no idea. Like the whole, you ever look at the rallies and stuff like that? You ever see these people talking about QAnon and all this other stuff?
Absolutely, I'm familiar.
It was like this political infused religion that was existing online. It was based on this anonymous guy that was posting these things for people to do, these various things. People thought it was like a person deep in the White House or an intelligence agent that had like information. He would post things. So it became like a really, really big thing. His name was Q. That's why you saw people at the Trump rally with Q, and they thought Trump like was communicating through Q, through them. And that's why they be at the rally like QAnon, like in the whole January 6th siege at the Capitol. There was the QAnon people.
I remember.
Bro, watch this documentary because you had no
That's
idea.
a good one. I like that. I never heard about it. I never heard about it.
I was watching my shorty, and I was just like, oh, let's watch it before we go to bed. We watched it 7 in the morning. We was up till 7 in the morning. Like, just had to finish it. Just had to like, yo,
I'm
is this
definitely
nigga-
I
putting
should
that on
have
my
fell
list.
asleep. I would have been watching that.
But say about who? Is it true about as far as what? They believe that they eating. Yeah, they believe that the politicians are eating babies and
What the fuck?
Fucking insane. Yeah,
That's
it's crazy. Watch it. Please watch it. Everyone, please watch it. Please.
Okay, yeah,
Please watch it.
I'm
definitely.
putting on my to-do list.
Insane. 4chan.
Yeah,
you ever
I
heard of
gotta get
8chan and
into
4chan? Never
Yeah,
mind.
I
Just-
heard it for
4chan. Yeah. Look at you. Yeah. You know the vibes. Watch it. Please watch it. Where did we get? How did we get there?
I don't know, but you know it's a need to know podcast. But since we talk about nasty shit,
This nigga still. You gonna get? Somebody gonna
Say
chop
no.
that up,
Say
and
no.
you are gonna be the bro. All right.
see yourself, right?
SaVon's gonna get canceled.
See yourself, right? You see yourself, right?
Y'all trying? Yo, stop putting that word next
Nah,
to my name.
I'm sorry.
nah,
I'm
he's
sorry.
too woke. He good.
I'm
too
mad
woke, he good.
woke.
Yo, you're wild woke.
I just don't know how nobody. No,
hey, if that's your belief, that's your belief, man. At the end of the day, I'm not.
No, it's not for me. It's just like, yo, the Trump fans, they're mad uncreative. Like, how didn't y'all take that song and do that?
Yo,
they actually are extremely creative.
Nah, they really not.
Yes, they are.
You
never see their memes? Because you're not on that. You don't see that side. That's what it is.
I do.
They are creative.
That's shit.
They are fucking creative.
Yeah. No, you know what? They're creative. They're not artistic.
There we go. Okay. I'll take that.
Trump supporters are not artistic. Y'all are creative as fuck.
Okay.
But y'all ain't really artistic.
All right.
Y'all should have never mind. Keep going.
You stop. You're about to fucking write their next album for them and shit.
I might. Yeah, let me chill.
How did we get here?
We talking about albums. We talking about nasty shit. Yeah, man, your boy.
Where are you going?
Your boy, bro.
First of all, wait.
You a singer, right?
That don't, you know, don't get me, hold on. I'm a singer, so it's my boy. You see how niggas try to catch me inside of some shit?
Yo. This got to be the last time.
My boy?
Yeah. You know, R. Kelly.
Oh, no.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no.
Oh, I'm done.
Every time I hear that name, I like tense up.
Yeah.
Robert.
I'm over it.
Robert has been found guilty of...
Can we call him Bob?
I like Bob.
Okay, Bob.
Let's call that nigga Bob.
Do you have your shots?
He don't even...
Do you have your passport?
You see?
Yo, hold on. Because he told me they played that at the trial. You said they played that at the trial?
You see?
Wait, do that again.
Do you have your shots? Do you have your passport? Do you want to come with Rob back to America? You should have locked him up right there. What the fuck? Oh, you know what I'm talking about? That he did that.
Keep going. No, keep going. I want you to inform our listeners.
Oh, sorry. I thought everybody knew the joke. My bad. He did that at a concert. He fucking was singing, do you have your shots? Do you have your passport? Do you want to come with Rob back to America? And then the girl's like this.
Nah.
Girl's like, oh my God.
It's no way. It's not. Do you have your... What?
Do you have your shots?
Nah.
It's no way.
Nah. Y'all niggas never heard this?
That's fucking sick. That's sick.
No.
That is some sick shit.
Nah, y'all have to. No, fuck that.
Nah, it's no way.
No. I'm not gonna hold you, bro.
Nah, it's no
the
way.
biggest thing in my life that I regret, the biggest fucking thing, I swear to you.
Like number one?
Bro, it's really gotta be number one at the top of my list. Bro.
Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots?
Oh no.
Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America?
Oh no. Oh.
R. Kelly,
He's
what
sick.
are we doing?
He's a sick
He's a-
puppy.
The biggest.
Oh no.
The biggest
Y'all never
regret
heard that?
that I have in my
Oh my
entire
God.
life.
I couldn't believe it.
Well, R.
Dev,
Kelly. Well, Bob.
Alex, Reg, I don't regret much. I really don't.
What's your regret?
Oh yeah.
I regret that this nigga is a Capricorn.
Oh my! I didn't know
Is he
that.
really?
Why was you born in that month? SaVon?
Why were you born in that month?
Yo, can we do a trade for zodiac signs?
Nah, I'm
like, can I
good.
be a Scorpio?
Yo, what's up with
How
you?
I
bro?
know
Why
that?
you-
Now he want to be a Scorpio.
I'm a Libra, just for the record.
Can I be a Libra? Like,
a
trade me.
Libra.
Can I trade me for Dev?
You're a Taurus?
Can I trade me for Dev?
Wait, you're a Taurus?
Like, what
You
are
are
we
a
doing?
hard-headed motherfucker.
Yeah. They do be hard-headed them.
You a
Tauruses.
hard-headed motherfucker.
But listen, SaVon, you could change that?
I wish. With this
change
nigga,
it.
like, I share a space
You
with...
identify.
Do you have your
How many
shots?
days apart are y'all?
That's a crazy. Don't sing that shit. I sing it because I was like, yo, y'all should have been. I'm singing it because I'm like, we should have been. It should have been happened a long time ago. That's what I'm referring to.
Well,
just in case people are like, you're deporting him.
If
No,
you
I'm
don't
not.
know what we're talking about, Bob has been found guilty of racketeering and sex trafficking. Mind you, I think he was found. No, I know he was found guilty on 9 counts of sexual exploitation of a child,
Oh my God.
bribery, racketeering, sex trafficking that involved 5 or more victims. And this was just in New York. So I want you to really understand that, right? So he's been found guilty on all 9 charges in New York. He still has charges in Chicago and other states, if I'm not mistaken.
Jeez, his hometown. He's from Chicago, right?
He's from Chicago, right? You know, so
Right. Well, Robert Kelly. I'm just glad we can please close this chapter because I'm really tired of just talking about R. Kelly.
I'm tired of the rape apologists.
Rape up. What does that mean?
Fuck them.
People that are apologists
Who are like
for
making
people,
excuses for shit.
for
like,
people that
Fuck
rape
them
people.
niggas. I don't give a
Ooh.
fuck, my nigga.
Wait,
like,
people making excuses? for it?
Absolutely. I saw it online. Shouts, and you know, it's a LI legend. I'm sorry I even gotta say this. It's a LI legend. I'm from LI. Big LI. What up? 516. I'm saying Chuck D. I seen him.
Oh, I saw that.
What he said?
It was a long. I do want to read. I don't want to misspeak for him. I do want to read it. And it was along the lines of kind of just protecting, you know.
While Alex pulls that up,
Okay.
There's no room for anything that R. Kelly has done.
There's no room for
child pornography is my. I'm pretty biased,
and I'm a big proponent for the art versus the artist. Mm-hmm. I'm a big proponent for that.
Okay,
I've preached that, but when it comes to children, when it comes to protecting ours, when it comes to just being a decent human being, like there's been artists, right, that we love, right? I'm gonna use DaBaby as an example, right? He has a murder charge. And he's done that out of quote unquote protection. Somebody ran up on him in the Walmart parking lot. We all know the story. And he had to do what he had to do. There's people that have to do what they have to do.
Okay.
But when you go out of your way to be somebody that you don't necessarily need to be or should be, or I subscribe to, is nothing I could really do. And honestly, like I said earlier in the conversation, like on a serious note, I support and I love all. But when it comes to children, when it comes to endangerment, when it comes to kids, when it comes to violating rights, when it comes to
people that were
disrespecting abuse, when it comes to those things,
I'm biased.
It's certain things I just can't get behind. No matter how great the music is, no matter who you wrote for. Like there's Michael Jackson songs that R. Kelly has written that I can't hear the same. There's art that he's created that I can't really hear the same. There's moments, there's capsules, there's time capsules in my life that I remember being like, oh my God, this is R. Kelly. Like that I just can't hear the same. And for those reasons, and maybe, you know, a lot of people, I don't know, there are supporters of him. Yeah. And if you are a supporter of somebody who's been found guilty on some of these things, I gotta say, like, I don't fuck with you. So I don't agree with you. And this is just me. This excludes everybody that I'm on this podcast with.
No, it doesn't.
Like, you know what I'm... No, but
what do you mean?
I don't want to talk for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I say exclude, I mean, I don't want to speak for anybody. Like, I'm just speaking for myself.
Like, fuck R. Kelly.
I
was like, oh, nigga, no, I'm with you. I'm in the car.
And fuck that nigga, my nigga. Like, shit. I got sisters, dog. Like, Alex, I know you're a single child, and, you know, it's a lot different. So for me, as somebody who has siblings, somebody who has sisters, somebody who has... Like, I have young sisters still. I have a sister that's in college. I have a sister that's in middle school. Yeah. I have two sisters that are very, very young, very, very impressionable. Right. They look at me as the older brother that's like, oh my God, you got your own situation, right? Yeah. If there was an adult who took advantage of that, there would be... I don't know how to handle it. I really don't. I don't even know if there's words. It's just like, fuck that nigga, bro. I was on stage with that nigga. Had I known when I was... What?
You was up there with him?
I didn't know.
Oh, I bet.
They brought people to step in the name of love. I didn't know.
And you was stepping, huh?
Enough of R. Kelly. Justice is served.
I really didn't know. I really didn't know.
What Chuck D was saying was abusing his youth, an addict as an adult. Ike Turner served 18 months in prison. Rick James did the similar time. Ike came out a changed, positive human being. How long should R. Kelly spend in prison? And does the USA system give a man a chance for a man to change in this world? Yo, dog.
I respectfully...
you are not holding a grown man accountable of inflicting pain to more people. Even if, like, pain was done to you, right? And as people, we do that a lot, right? Oh, I got hurt. I got to go hurt other people. Even if I'm doing it subconsciously. That I do not grant you leeway. Because you were supposed to do the work on yourself. The moment you turned into a big boy, into an adult, that's when you supposed to be like, I ain't gonna front. Being raped fucked me up as a child. Yeah. Let me go get right. Not to continue to inflict it and then to make people okay with it around you. It's crazy.
Well, justice is served. Like I say.
Yeah, bro.
Justice is served.
I love the fact, and before we like conclude this episode, right? Yeah. I love the fact that our generation is kind of taking things into our own hands.
I love it.
Right?
I love it.
Because that old guard and Chuck Chuck D. I don't know him, right? I don't know.
He's a legend.
He's an LL legend, and that's cool, right? Let's praise him for what he did.
Fine, right? Yep.
Let's praise him for what he did, and he laid a pathway for a lot of our current artists today. Like, he was one of the first artists to kind of speak to like the civil rights and the movement, and fight the power and police brutality and all those things, right? So let's praise him for what he's done. But it's a conflicting thing for me when I hear people like the Chuck D's and when I hear like the KRS Ones, and just, you know what, I don't want to name too many artists, but I want to name artists of the past, right? When you hear those people in today's headlines, it's rarely anything positive. It's rarely anything that's pushing us forward, and I won't say they're holding us back, but I will say they are holding us where they still are.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Okay.
Right?
They've never moved from that place.
Right?
Right.
So let me say that, because I don't want to disrespect anybody, right?
No.
But it's not forward thinking. It's not progressive, and it doesn't help the cause today. Chuck D, let me talk to anybody who thinks the way that you think. If my sister, if anybody that I loved, anybody that I loved, anybody I cared about was in a situation that some of these women were in that R. Kelly has been found guilty of. See, this is the thing. There's no questions anymore, right? A lot of people kind of got away with it with, oh my God, there's question marks. We don't really know this, and that. There has been legal proceedings.
The feds have done their investigation.
Alex, say it again.
The feds have done their investigation.
Yo, hey, can you say it just one more time?
The Fed, not the police, not at the precinct. The feds have done their investigation.
The feds have done their investigation. Anybody in our culture, black people who have, even if you aren't a criminal, even if you haven't done criminal activity, even if you aren't really aware, somebody that has, you're familiar. Word. You're familiar. If the feds have done their due diligence and have found somebody guilty 9 out of 10 times, 9.5 times out of 10 times,
9.5. Yeah.
You could believe whatever you hear.
As a matter of fact, the feds don't even take on a case if they don't have a 99.9%.
Yeah, they got a crazy.
They don't even attempt it.
So, with all of this being said, and anybody who doesn't believe Alex, anybody who doesn't believe myself, you can go do your own research. Yeah. Just like the vaccination, I tell everybody, do your own research, right? Do your own research on this R. Kelly shit, man. If somebody that I love, somebody I cared about, was going through anything or was involved in anything in this vein, I can't fuck with you. I can't support you. There's nothing that can really change or persuade my mind or my thinking, right?
Yeah.
So it has to be.
Yeah.
Fuck R. Kelly for me.
And lastly, people are not saying that R. Kelly didn't make timeless, beautiful music, and that his discography is not one of the greatest of all time. That's not the conversation we're saying here. We're saying he abused young women and women in general over a long period of time. The fact that people conflate the two, it kind of makes me sick, because it makes me think if your brain fucking works. We're not talking about the way he fucking sings. We're not talking about the way he does melodies. We're talking about what he was doing in the bedroom. So keep that in the back of your mind when you want to be such an apologist and you feel so strongly because that's a big artist to you or one of your favorites. We're not talking about the music,
Yeah, let that shit die out, man. When you have kids, anybody who grew up in our generation, when you have kids, there's other artists for us to kind of go
Mad
to.
artists.
You know one of my favorite R&B acts?
Dev.
Joe.
Oh, shit. No, Joe. Dark-skinned Joe.
Just Joe.
Nigga said
Just
Dev.
Joe.
Okay.
There's only
you gotta
one
let the
Joe.
R. Kelly conversation breathe a little bit before you bring me up.
I ain't even gonna say that nigga's name.
Let it breathe.
There's a lot of
room.
different Joes. Joe is my guy.
Funny as hell.
No, for real.
Alex was like,
Ballhead Joe, dark-skinned Joe.
Yeah,
He
just
got some
dark-skinned
Say
Joe.
this is a big
Butterbean.
town.
Yeah,
He got some
man.
fly. Yo, play some.
I'm a real big fan of Joe. Is there anything else that anybody want to kind of get into before we get up out of here?
I'm cool, man. Again, please like, subscribe, comment. Reggie, you did amazing. You look amazing. Oh my God, I could just feel your aura in this room.
oh, stop it. I'm blushing. Everybody stream Squid Game right now.
I knew that. I fucking knew. Every chance Reggie gets, she shouts out Korean culture.
That's right. Plug it.
That's my new.
Just the beginning. Y'all should have never let that shit go number one.
Y'all should have never let us in.
Fucked up, man.
Now we taking over.
So you're taking over. That's my new beef, Reggie.
$500 million.
Oh my God, Korean culture again. You feel me? Right? Oh my God.
Shout out to Joe, man. Shout out to the Need to Know podcast. Shout out to everybody that's fucking with us. Nah, listen to the vibes though.
It's a nasty thing to end it on.
Yo,
look at we ended it.
This is a vibe.
Fuck, what's the name of the song? What's the name of it?
All the things. I don't know.
What's the name?
All the things. All the things. All the things.
Do you know all the things is? Okay, I knew you was. That's why I was trying to. He knows the song.
We know the song, but knowing the names.
I treat you like no stop.
He knows that.
Yeah.
Wait, sing it again.
Nah, let Joe sing it.
I treat you like a no stop. SaVon, I don't like how you telling me to sing this again with drinking your pink cup. He like, sing it again, boy.
Sing it good.
Sing it again. Come on, boy.
I was just vibing to
okay,
your
no
voice.
problem.
I was vibing to your voice. I was
Okay.
giving you credit.
Nope.
Take credit from another black man.
I do, and we need to do that as black men. We do need to do that.
Yeah, you see how I flipped that? Yo, Need to Know podcast family. Make sure y'all subscribe to the Patreon. Alex.
Yo.
My brother.
Yeah, man.
You good?
Great. I'm doing amazing. Dev, Reg, what's up? Y'all good?
I'm good.
Yep.
They're good.
Yo, this shit is weird. Yo, I have to watch this back one day because the shit we talk about, and I'll be like, how the fuck, like my emotions.
How do we get here?
Yeah, like it just
I love it
fucks
here.
with me so much.
I literally save all my opinions for every Wednesday when we record. These come out on Thursdays, but I love it. I save all my opinions for this. I love it here.
I love it too.
Yeah, y'all understand me.
I love it too.
I hold back for Patreon. I only give the good shit, my good opinions on Patreon.
I love it too. Hey, wait. Make sure you guys go subscribe to our Patreon. It's what you need to know. It's when you need to know. I will always champion this R&B music. Reggie, what you know about this? What you know about this, my nigga? Come on.
Maybe she does know.
Cause I
No, I thought he was gonna end it. And
No,
then he's like, again.
we ain't in this shit, my nigga. Yo, Dev, we highlighted Nigerian
he did
culture.
This like 3 times. He's like, anyway, guys, subscribe. Anyway.
We highlighted all the cultures. Nigerian, Korean.
American as fuck.
I'm gonna claim Joe for us, Dev.
Why for us?
Because he's Black American. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, it's what you need to know. It's when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. Make sure you guys subscribe to our Patreon. Comment, like, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Yo, YouTube, I love you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, he do.
I'm just
shaped
saying,
up. I got his ass. We love y'all.
Yeah, we apologize for last week for him saying that. We apologize.
I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. It's what you need to know when you need to know on the Need to Know podcast. God willing, we will be back next week. Peace out, y'all.
Okay.